because we have to go live everywhere.
Wow, live on
London
Facebook.
and Dover and England and France.
Bethel.
Yep. Gumboro.
5 seconds.
5 seconds. 5 seconds. 4 seconds.
Yeah, live.
Live. We're going to go live in a minute.
Good morning.
It'll be soon. Tell me when we're ready. Are we close? Tell me when we're on the air, guys.
You're on the air, guys.
We're on the air? Oh, I have to act professional now. All right. Good morning, good morning,
That
good
would
morning.
be an act.
What? That would be an act.
Yes.
Yes. Hey, good morning, everybody. What a week I've had since I was here with you last week. Last week, I left the show early, so I want to say thank you to Colin Walls and Brandon Ritter for finishing the show last week. I got up and I ran. I didn't ride. I drove. I drove to the Greenwood Mennonite School to their fall festival auction, and I bought a bunch of stuff. I had a lot of fun, and I bought a lot of stuff. So that was last Saturday. Let me think what's happened since then. Sunday, I went to church. Monday, I can't remember what even happened Monday. What was Tuesday, though? Tuesday was
The election.
Oh, the election. What an election. In other words, everybody's so excited. Even lazy people are physically active now. In other words, Trump has already proved to be a person to motivate people. He's got people up in arms and, you know, they're physically moving. So America is about to get moving again. You're going to see a surge in boot and glove sales. I predict
Work
it.
boots.
And I think you're going to see the sale of couches go down. But, I mean, think about it. Since this man's been elected, look at the movement he's created amongst the country. So it's beyond exciting. I'm just on the sidelines watching and looking for the benefits of it. So anyway, movement creates movement, which creates commerce, which creates business, which creates, you know, financial gain for people. So enough said on that, because this is a live show and we need to keep it moving, flowing. So anyway, good morning, everybody. It's Weller Does Delmarva. Yes, I'm excited the election is over. And yes, I'm excited that Donald Trump won. And yes, I'm excited for what the economy's getting ready to do. I just can't contain it. But with all that said, good morning to Weller Does Delmarva. And let's do a live, unrehearsed commercial with Colin Walls.
Oh, what's it going to be about?
It's going to be about your favorite enterprise, Walls Service Center.
Oh, okay.
I presume that's your favorite enterprise.
It is.
It puts the meat on the table.
Exactly. That's the one that pays the bills.
Yep, and the buns in the oven.
The other ones
anyway,
just suck everything out of it.
Yes, right. They're hobbies.
That's right.
They're hobbies. So anyway, Walls Service Center going to be open today. What time?
8 o'clock this morning.
8 a.m.
That's right.
It'll be soon. They'll be open,
Right.
all ready to go.
Go see Jesse and Tracy. They
All
will
right.
be there
8 to
unlocking the
noon?
doors, and 8 till noon. Yep.
Really?
Yep. So
What? They each have a separate key, so one unlocks, one
Right.
locks.
There's 2 locks. You got the top
Right.
and bottom. So it's like
They have the codes to get in.
exactly. It's like the
Okay.
nuclear code.
But it takes
It's
both
that
of them.
important. Right.
Okay. All right. Well, that's kind of cool. Very organized there. I never thought of that. So anyway, and one lock's a dummy lock anyway, but it just makes everybody have value.
That's my lock, the dummy
Okay,
lock.
the dummy lock.
Right.
So anyway, all right, Wall Service Center going to be open 8 to noon today. And got to thinking this morning on the way in, you know, it got chilly overnight.
It did.
So I brought it up last week, and I know it seems silly, but I'm always real nervous about making sure everything has been winterized, antifreeze, checking your antifreeze, because a long time ago I had somebody that worked for me, and we had an engine freeze up, and it blew out these little freeze plugs,
Yep.
and it cost me thousands of dollars. And it's ever since then I've been like, are you? Because it costs peanuts to take that little thing and check the strength of your antifreeze.
Right. It's
But-
very simple, and it's actually free. All you have to do is stop by Wall Service Center.
I mean, in
and we
all
can check
honesty,
it.
when you say this free stuff, I mean, my mind goes to, why would you? I can't envision another repair shop stopping what they're doing and just walking out and saying, oh, yeah, you're here. Let me check the air and the tires for you. Let's take a look at your windshield wipers, make sure they're good. And while we're at it, let's make sure your antifreeze is up to par.
Right. Well, it's just a service we do for our customers,
Even if they haven't ever dealt with you before?
even if they haven't ever dealt with us.
So does that
we're hoping
mean-
you will be a customer, but
Okay.
if not, that's okay too.
There's probably a few people that don't deal with you.
Right, there
You've
are.
got to win them over.
That's right.
So start with antifreeze
That's-
and air pressure.
That's the way of winning them over.
Yeah, customer service. What a rare thing nowadays. In other words, you know, big box stores can't deliver it. Big companies struggle with delivering it. It's that personalized, you know, individualized, family-friendly service. So Wall Service Center, been known for it. 58 years of delivering it, and there's your testament right there. I mean, how do you How do you survive that long?
Yep. So 220 Northeast Front Street, downtown Milford, right across from Abbott's
Downtown.
Grill.
Yep,
Next
right
to
there.
Bicentennial Park. And check out downtown Milford.
Oh, there's so much going on.
There's always something going on there. We're going to have the holiday stroll here soon. It's in
Okay.
December, where you have to walk downtown, and they have carriage rides and lots of things. So lots of good things coming up. The best way to keep up with things, I think,
Milford Live.
Milford Live.
I
Brian
knew you were going to
Shoup.
say that.
Yep, he does a good job. He runs a good
Prediction.
online newspaper there.
Yeah.
So
Well, and he's in tune. He's the mayor.
well, he's the mayor. He's got Milford Live.
Yep. Fur babies or
Fur Babies, the doggy daycare, and they
Yes.
also sell pet supplies.
pet supplies.
And they also have the candy store downtown,
Yes, they do.
Sugar Bees. So
I would be cautious. You're almost doing a commercial for him.
I know.
Okay, and we never got any written
I-
permission from him to promote and endorse his candy store.
This is me giving a personal endorsement of Brian Shoup and the businesses
All right.
he runs. So
You heard it
the
first
good
here.
guy, and
Oh, he's a good guy too.
he's a good guy. Yep.
Family
Yep.
man.
Yep. Yeah, he got a new
father.
baby.
Brand new baby.
New baby. Yep.
No
Didn't
used
get an old
babies.
baby.
New baby.
That's right.
Okay. They
So-
become old babies as they get older.
Right.
Every once in a while.
Yeah. And we
All
saw.
right.
Hey, we saw him.
We saw him where?
Thursday.
Thursday.
Right.
Where was it Thursday?
That was at the Return Day reception.
Yes. I did realize at the reception, okay, we're on the radio. Oh, straighten up now. What's he saying? I can't even understand
You're
him.
coming on the radio.
Oh, he's
saying
got that
this.
ink pen. I thought he was writing something in the air. All right, we are now
Sky
live on
rating.
the radio. On the radio. Good morning, everybody. Man, you missed it all. We were talking on My Cozy TV. I do want to mention we are Facebook Live in this show. So anyway, Colin, anything in closing?
In closing, Wall Service Center, downtown Milford. Get there, 422-8110, wallservicecenter.com on the web.
Okie dokie.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, folks, what a week we've had. My goodness, I have been everywhere. There's been an election. There's been a return day parade. Weller's Utility Trailers has been selling trailers. Brooks Ritter's on vacation. I believe he's going deer hunting for his first time in his life. What, today?
Actually, I believe he went for the first time yesterday.
Okay, yesterday. So Brooks Ritter has taken up deer hunting. So, if you guys want to come in and talk to him about guy talk, he's got something there now. And has he shot a deer yet?
No, he shot at one.
Okay. So, in other words, he knew there was one somewhere in the field, and he shot.
Yeah, he figured he would just shoot and hopefully it would land somewhere.
Okay. All right, because he thinks he's shooting sporting clays.
Yeah.
All right. So, anyway, Brooks Ritter is deer hunting, but you had thought he was doing a different form of deer hunting.
Yeah, I actually thought he was playing Deer Hunter on his Xbox. But,
Okay, but you really believe he got up early, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, went out and sat in the deer stand, and so on.
I think he did.
Wow,
I
I'm
think
proud
he did.
of him.
Yeah.
Go Brooks. Go Brooks. So anyway, well, he's got a good teacher. Your dad's taking him?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's in good hands there, no
Yeah.
question about it. So anyway, I remember the days of deer hunting with my son Jimmy. We used to take a couple lounge chairs. We'd go out in the backyard, and we'd sit there, and he'd shoot a daggone deer. So, and it was just, we had a lot of fun. Then we finally built a couple deer stands, and I would sit under the deer stand, all wrapped up in a blanket and everything, and he would get so frustrated because when I fell asleep, I'd start snoring. But anyway, we had a lot of good times there, and he took up deer hunting. I'd never been in my life, so it was quite a new experience for me as well as him, and I think Brooks is going to enjoy it. I think it'll be good for him. So anyway, kind of happy for him. So anyway, we got a lot of people going to be on. We got Barry from Dry Zone going to be here, fresh off of a big trip to Connecticut. And he probably experienced some colder weather than this up there.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. We got Dr. T from Peninsula Chiropractic Center going to be stopping by, hanging out with us a little bit. And then after that, we got Sean from First Class Heating and Air. I bet you they're getting busy, and he's got some tips for you. But it's the time of year to make sure your heater is working efficiently. And he's going to tell you who to call, when to call, how to call, and why you should call. And that's all going to be on today's show. We weathered the election. I am very proud of America. America is up and moving. We're getting off the couch. The train is rolling, and it's kind of exciting. I think some people are protesting. They're upset. I don't know if you would call that even treason or not, but I mean, in other words, we have a system that we have an election. Everybody was happy with the election until the election was over. Then they weren't happy. It's like, okay, well then, if you're going to be mad, it's like somebody saying, can I borrow such and such from you? And then you say no and they get mad. Well, why'd you ask me? Just demand it
Right.
instead. But I see all these people protesting, and I'm thinking, man, he's got them moving already. In other words, in a roundabout way, he's got people more physically active than they've been. So it's going to be amazing. I mentioned it earlier. I see a huge surge of work boot sales coming, less couches being sold, and more work gloves. I think America is getting ready to go back to work.
It's going to be nice.
That's me. Less programs, more productivity. Less programs, more productivity, and let's get things done. So we'll see what happens. As a businessman, I'm a little bit excited. We've got some new political leaders in the Delaware local bases also. So it's kind of interesting. So anyway, we are here. Weller's Utility Trailers, they opening early today?
They are. They're going to open at 8.
That voice you hear is Brandon Ritter, Brooks's little brother. Are you still the top salesman for the week?
Wow,
or has Earl got you?
We are neck and neck right now.
Are you really?
We are tied up right now.
All right, so Brandon will be in sales by about, 9:15 this morning?
Yes.
And Earl will be in sales at 8 o'clock?
Yep.
I guess you could get him to call you on your cell phone while you're doing the show, couldn't you?
Oh, I could.
That would be interesting. We could take your call on the air.
Take a live
Questions
phone
for
call.
Brandon, you can call him live on the air. All right, what were you going to say?
Just when you get here, come and ask for me.
Demand.
Yeah, because it's today.
Demand it.
Last
Say,
day of the
Terry,
week.
Jason, I've got to talk to Brandon and Brandon only.
Absolutely.
And
It's
they're
just
going to forget. They're going to forget, and Earl's going to say, "Oh, Brandon's off for the day."
It's Game 7 of the World Series here at Weller, so I need to finish and win the World Series.
There you go. You're doing good. So we'll see what happens. Now, I want to talk about L&W Insurance Agency, if I could. It's a time of year. You just never know what the weather's going to be like. You never know if we're going to get a big snowstorm or have any problems or whatever. But L&W is my insurance agency, and I talk about them every week. And people say, Jim, I cannot believe you're so enthusiastic about buying insurance. Let me say this. I'm not enthusiastic about buying insurance, but buying insurance is just like buying electric and buying telephone and buying things. You've got to have it. You cannot operate a business or have properties or things like that or automobiles without insurance. So I like dealing with L&W Insurance because most insurance companies, the price is the price. You just want to make sure you got the right deductible and the right coverage and the right limits for your liability and things like that. You want to make sure you're adequately covered. So price is important. I do like a good deal. I do like a good price, but I want to make sure when I need it that I don't find out, oh my goodness, I only had this much insurance and the person's going to sue me for the balance. No. L&W reviews all my stuff. They keep track of all that I got going on. They come down regularly and look things over and make sure that we have what we need. So as far as adequately insuring me, I trust that they know what they're doing. They've been in business now like 84 years, so they ought to know what they're doing. But the thing that really separates them from the crowd, they sell many brands of insurance, so they don't represent just one brand, which is important. They can shop between multiple insurance companies and save you all that legwork and say, here you go, this company, this company, this company, this company. But the one thing I want to say is it's when you have a claim or have a problem that they step in, and that's where they make the difference. Because they don't just turn you over to 1-800, I don't know you. They get in the middle. They get involved, and they help work between you and the insurance company to make sure you get the resolve that's satisfactory to you. So who are they? It's L&W Insurance Agency. Where are they? They're located in Dover. You give them a call. I got a toll-free, not a toll-free, but a lower Delaware number, 856-7828, 856-7828, whether you need auto, home, health, life, or commercial coverage, whether you're a business or an individual, they will take good care of you. So give them a call, 856-7828. On the web, it's lwinsurance.com. So anyway, I had something I wanted to give away. I need you to call me if you happen to want one of these, okay? And I'll set one aside. I don't have many left, and I don't know if I'm going to buy any more. But it's the time of year people waking up and getting a cup of tea, getting a cup of coffee, something like that. And I've got these Weller Does Delmarva coffee mugs. So I don't know if you can see it or not see it, but this is what it looks like. And they're brand new. People are saying, are they used? No, they're not used. They're brand new, okay? We'll be trading them in soon. But anyway, at the moment, they're brand new coffee mugs, and they're absolutely free. We just need you to do us one small favor. Call me and put your name on the list. So when you call, you're going to just get a voicemail, and you say, hi, my name is Susie Sunshine, and I would like one of those coffee mugs. And how much time we want to give them to come get it, Brandon?
Oh, I don't know. How much time?
End of next week?
That should be good.
Okay, so between now and the end of next week, you can stop in and get one of these coffee mugs absolutely free as long as you call and just leave your name and number and say, hey, this is my name, this is my number, and then we will set one aside for you. 337-7300 is that number. Nobody's going to answer it. It's just a voicemail. 337-7300 if you'd like a free coffee mug. Now, the store is going to be open anytime, 8 o'clock, so we've got a lot going on. We did lower our prices back in August. I've said it 100 times since then. But we are experiencing significant trailer sales, and people are enjoying it. With that said, there are some trailers that we're starting to run out of. Is that correct?
That is
correct. We ought
correct.
to take that call, but I didn't say I would, so anyway. Want to let you know that we are really moving some trailers, and we're getting some in, but there are some trailers we're running out of. One that I noticed that we're almost out of is the 6x12 landscaper for $12.99.
Yes.
That's a heck of a deal.
That is a heck of a deal.
I mean, it used to be $14.49, which was a good deal. Now we brought it down to $12.99. We might have had, 30 or 40 of them?
Right.
I think right now we have less than 5.
That's correct.
We might only have 2 or 3.
Right.
So if anybody wants one of them, that's a 12-foot single-axle landscape trailer, brand spanking new. What are they, 2016s?
That's correct.
Yep, and they're ready to go. So we're moving trailers, and we appreciate it. So if you're listening, you're one of the people that buy trailers, bought a trailer, and we have many people that have bought, 4 or 5 trailers over the years. We have trailers, enclosed, landscape, aluminum, tow dollies, dump trailers, a little bit of everything, car trailers, equipment trailers, and so on. So bottom line is, if you need a trailer, we lowered our prices. They're going to stay where they are till the end of the year, and we are moving product. The only drawback to it is, if we run out of the trailers, we cannot get any more this year. All the orders we've placed is all we can order for this year. So we're going to be into January and February, if we were to order a trailer now. So stay ahead in case we run out. Were you going to say something about trailers, or
Yeah,
you seem to be experiencing a lot of trailer sales?
Yeah, a lot of trailers moving right now. One very popular one is a 76-inch wide by 16-foot.
So that would be 2 axles.
2 axles, brakes on both
You
axles.
could haul a piece of equipment or a lawnmower.
Right. Has a removable ramp gate on the back of it.
Oh, you could take it off, get it out of the way?
Yep.
Okay.
Treated wood floor.
Okay. Brakes on it?
Yeah, brakes on both axles.
Both
Yep.
things. And I know that doesn't sound like much, but our competitors have trailers that have brakes on one axle, and then they have some that have brakes on both. This one has brakes because if you're from Pennsylvania or Maryland, you've got to have brakes on both axles. Yeah.
So we've got them on a great deal right now. A 16-foot landscaper for only $2,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't you have used ones out there for $1,900?
We do.
You're saying have you got more than one?
I've only got about 3 left.
Brand new 16-foot landscape trailer with a ramp gate, brakes on both of the axles.
Yep.
For $2,000 even.
For $2,000 even.
That is a good deal.
That's a really good deal.
Because I really think you have some used ones out there that are years old for $1,600 to $1,800.
Right.
Okay. So yes,
So
that's a good deal. But how many?
About 3 left.
About 3. Okay.
You need to come in before Jim changes his mind and realizes that
That's
he's putting
true.
them too
That is
low.
a good deal. That is
really
a new
good deal.
trailer at a used trailer price.
It is.
All right. So what else do you want to tell me there, Brandon?
To come in, I mean, Weller's really, we strive to set ourselves apart from the competition.
We have some good competitors, though. I
We
want
do.
to mention there's a place called Crichton's down in Mardella Springs. They're good people. I want to say we compete against good trailer dealers. Let's name a few of them if we could. You've got Delwoods up at Viola.
Yep.
They do a good job. So I don't want to say that we're the only place in the world to buy a trailer.
Right.
All right. So you've got Delwoods up at Viola. You've got 4 Acres up in Wilmington.
Yep.
There's a big gap from Viola to Wilmington.
There is.
Okay. And then you've got Weller's in Bridgeville. You've got Crichton's down in Mardella. You've got J&S down in Laurel. Armatures, another good place. And then you've got AJ's over in Frankfort.
Yep.
So we want to tell you, folks, that we're not the only place to buy a trailer. We are the only place that offers the level of service that we offer because that's what sets us apart. Everybody sells trailers. We do. And we sell socks. And not all trailer dealers sell socks and snow shovels. But anyway, what I'm saying is all these other places are not bad places. And we're saying that, hey, they're good people. They're good competitors.
They are.
I enjoy competing against them. But what I'm saying is there is a difference at Weller's, and the difference is us.
Right.
That's the difference. In other words, when you come in here, there's 4 or 5 people in sales. There's 600 to 800 trailers on the ground. We've invested a lot in making sure that when you get here, there's a lot to look at. Now, here's what really is another big separator. We have more than one brand. We have maybe more than 10 brands on the ground, okay? So if you're looking for a certain size trailer, there is many, many options of the same exact size trailer, not just different colors, different widths and lengths and payload capacities and so on and so forth. But I want you to know the people we compete against are honorable, good competitors. They're just not as into it as we are. We're really into selling trailers. We take it very serious. We probably sell twice as many, if not 3 times, 4 times, 5 times as many as some of the other places, but they're good people. So I just want to say that because I don't want people to think that we think we're the only place you should buy a trailer.
Right.
We're the only place that offers what we offer.
Right.
There is plenty of places. In fact, you can buy them at Lowe's, Tractor Supply, Home Depot, Gander Mountain, and so on and so forth. But we at Wellers try extra hard to deliver a level of service that you can't find anywhere else. And it is the only thing that we actually control. We don't control the metal and the wood, and we only control how we treat you.
Correct.
And what we stock and how we price them. And we have a pretty much can-do, will-do attitude. We're not going to be undersold if price is the issue. We've got that covered. If service is the issue, we got a couple guys in the shop now. What's that called when you want to go get a haircut right away?
Walk-in.
Okay, walk-in. I heard that the other day. I thought, we take walk-ins. If you
We do.
need something done to your trailer, we can take a walk-in. Now, if we get 2 walk-ins at one time, we might not be able to take a third
I'll
one.
take a walk-in to set up an appointment.
Right, you can walk in to set up an appointment. But what we're saying is we're here, been in business 42 years. It's not our first day on the job. We care. It matters. We're not perfect. We do make mistakes. We own up to it. And we do all we can, and we try hard to make it right. We support many local things. I've had somebody the other day was shopping around for a trailer, and I said, you've bought some trailers and not bought them all here. He said, well, I found this. I said, well, but you always like me to support you. You always like me to chime into what you do and buy a billboard at the ballpark and, sponsor this and buy an ad in that program. And I said, did you ever think? And they're like, we never thought about that. Well, think about that, folks. I mean, we've been in business 42 years helping people, supporting the community, donating to things. You would be amazed at the amount of people that, what would you say, Brandon? Would it be reasonable to say we get 5 requests a day to donate to something?
At least, yeah.
Okay, so at least 5 people a day come into Wellers or call Wellers or email Wellers and say, would you donate, give, or do? We have a local fire company that we're working with right now with an unbelievable deal on a new trailer because fire companies, public services, things like that, we give them extra special pricing. In other words, at that point, it's not about making money. It's about filling their needs. So I got way off track, but the point I'm trying to make is we are a local company. The people we compete against are good people. The only difference between us and anybody else is us.
Right.
Us. We're what makes the difference.
Correct.
So shop around, check them out, check us out, and when you're ready, we'd love the opportunity for your business. Was that what you were going to say?
That's what I was going to say, but I think you covered it pretty well.
Was there anything else you wanted to add? I am so sorry. I'm trying not to bulldoze. It's just, it happens.
Well, another thing is don't be intimidated to come in and talk with a salesperson. There are some people out there that they're nervous. They feel like they're going to be pressed into a corner or pushed into a sale that they may not be ready for. We're no pressure here. We're here to listen to what you need, and we want you to be happy when you leave with the trailer. We don't want you saying, what did I just do?
Don't you have a lot of people you've probably talked to for a year or two?
Yeah.
Okay,
I've had some
friends.
clients.
You're exchanging Christmas cards now.
Yeah.
And they haven't bought a thing yet. So.
And I mean, it's hard to say it, but we don't mind that as long as at the end of the sale, you're happy and
it serves your needs.
It serves your needs.
There
Because
go.
our goal is that beyond that sale, when you need something else, you need something, a bigger trailer, or your friend needs a trailer, we want to be able to be the trailer people that you come to.
Right.
So,
well, that's good. And we want it to serve what
do.
you need it to do.
Absolutely.
So you can wear it out.
Yeah.
Hey, can I talk real quick about a young man who's bought many a trailer from us? Just bought
Sure
one here
can.
recently.
He did.
Our good friend Jerry Santoro, Jerry's Lawn Care. What did he buy the other day? Big old dump trailer?
Big old 7x14 dump trailer.
That's not the first one he's got.
No, it's not.
So anyway, Jerry is the man. If you have a lot that you need cleared, if you have a tree you need trimmed up or cut down, in fact, I got a job I got to get up with Jerry about. But anyway, Jerry Santoro owns Jerry's Lawn Care. So they do lawn care, no no question about that. That season's winding down. They do tree work, so they can dig up a stump, grind up a stump, take down a tree, trim up a tree, or clear an entire lot. Okay? That means he also sells, guess what? Firewood. Yes, he's got plenty of firewood, seasoned firewood, delivered if you need it, or you could pick it up from him either way. Then something else I got to thinking about. He installs irrigation systems for your yard, which I doubt anybody's going to install one right now. But if you got one and you need it winterized, Jerry's the guy to call. So whatever you may need done, you give Jerry a call. His estimates are free. Been around for 10 years plus serving the community. I like him. I deal with him. He treats me fair, square. He's honest, and he does what he says he's going to do. So it is Jerry's Lawn Care. The phone number, 363-6025, 363-6025. On the web, jlc-llc.com. You call him, you talk to him, you tell him I sent you. If you have any problems with Jerry, you call me. I'll get right on him. So anyway, I saw Barry has entered the building, and we're going to have him on in a few minutes from Dry Zone. And we just have a lot of things to talk about. And it's been a little chilly out there, and we have the heat on in here, so we're ready to go. But it's Weller Does Delmarva weekly show. Right at about 7:30, I want you to tune in, because Colin and I are going to tell you about our other show that we started on Wednesday night. And we've got some opportunities for you to be on the show at no charge. So we're going to tell you about that in just a few minutes. But the store is going to be open. And which store am I talking about? I don't know the hours of all the other trailer dealers, but I know Weller's Utility Trailers opens at 8 o'clock this morning. We normally don't open till 9, but on Saturdays we're going to start opening earlier because we have people waiting. They hear us on the show. They're here. They want to see that $2,000 16-foot trailer. Man, that's an awful good deal. That's a lot of trailer for no more money than it is. So it's Weller's Utility Trailers, Route 13 in Bridgeville, 337-8228. Call us, come see us. We're going to be open at 8 o'clock. Another thing going on today is my church, Eagles Nest Church in Milton. They have a Saturday evening service, so that's at 6:30. And then on Sunday mornings, of course, they have a 9:30 service, and you're invited. I'll be going tomorrow morning. You can look me up then. But tonight at 6:30, they have a service, and everybody is welcome. Pretty much it's kind of a casual, a little more casual on Saturday evening, and the message is the same. Pastor Bob and his team do a great job. Very kid-friendly church. Children, in other words, whether you have a newborn that needs to go and be taken care of in the nursery or whatever, or you have kids, preschool, or if you have kids that are teenagers in high school, we've got something for everybody. So bring the kids, bring the whole family. Everybody is welcome. It's Eagles Nest Church in Milton, Delaware. Saturday nights at 6:30, Sunday mornings at 9:30. Their website is eaglesnest.ch. You can also find them on Twitter and Facebook at eaglesnestch. And I would like to invite you to come on out. If you're just kind of tired of the grind of everything, you want to hear the Word of God, you want to praise and worship with other people, like-minded believers, and you just want to say, hey, is there more to life than just everything I'm doing? Yes, there is, and you can find out about it at Eagles Nest. Phone number 684-3149, 684-3149. Go to the website, eaglesnest.ch, see what series we're in. There's a lot going on, and it is a great church. I enjoy going there, and I enjoy being part of it. So you are invited. Other than that, you are listening to Weller Does Delmarva. We are celebrating our 167th show. 167. It's amazing that we have survived and that you have tolerated us that long. I mentioned earlier we're giving away a free Weller Does Delmarva coffee mug if you want one. And we had some callers. All you need to do is call, leave your name and number on the voicemail, 337-7300, and we'll set one aside and you can pick it up next week. We're going to take a quick break from the radio, go over to Facebook Live or My Cozy TV, because this train don't stop. We're going to keep right on trucking. All right. So anyway, Colin, come on over and have a seat. I want to talk to you about our newest little adventure, which was a huge, focus on the word,
right?
Huge success. Would you agree?
Yes, but now you're rubbing it in.
What am I rubbing in? All right.
That Donald Trump won.
Oh, who was even thinking about Donald Trump? That's Tuesday's news.
Okay.
All right.
What? All right.
Okay?
Yeah, okay.
He did win, now that you brought it up.
He did win, that's right. Yeah. Time to move on.
He won big.
Let's get stuff done, because he's not dwelling on winning.
He's not dwelling on us.
He is moving on and getting stuff done.
Oh, and
that's what we should do.
Can't get over it. So what are we getting done? Wednesday nights.
Wednesday night, 7 to 9 p.m.
Yep.
Look for us on Facebook. We're going to have a live show. We did it this past Wednesday. Who did we have on?
Hundreds of people watching. Who did we have on?
Norman
We had
J. Jones.
Yep, the newest clerk of the peace.
Right.
Newly elected. He's currently the mayor of Ellendale.
Right. He'll have to resign from that position when
Correct.
he takes the oath for the office of clerk of the peace.
And then we had Rick Fowler, no nonsense office machines.
That's right, Rick Fowler.
Man, did we have the callers for him?
Yep. He had a call, to find out what
Something
he
to do
was
with
asking
Windows
about a
10 or
computer, and come to
gentleman
find
called.
out, this guy was in Bethel and his internet was slow, and we figured out there's no internet all the way down in Bethel.
Correct.
It's like the end
They
of the
ran out of
line.
wire. It was
Right.
the end of the spool.
That's right.
But anyway, we had callers, and that was kind of fun.
Right.
And then didn't we also have Stan Meyer? Stan
the fan Meyer.
Yes.
Yep. Talked a little high school football.
It's his time
sports.
of year, isn't it?
It is. It is his time of year. Yep.
So anyway, it's a show that we're going to do Wednesday nights from
Right.
7 to 9, and it's in a studio in Lincoln. You can be on. So we're not really looking for a studio audience.
That is a
We're
super
looking-
secret location you're giving away.
I know. Well, I didn't say Delaware. It could be Lincoln, Nebraska.
Okay.
But anyway, just thinking. Anyway, I want to invite people. So if you're watching and you say, you know what?
I just
forgot
can't get
Denise
enough of
has
you
something
guys.
she's going to do on the show. I forgot
Really?
what it was already.
This coming show? This
I don't know
Wednesday?
about this show.
Okay.
And then we got this young lady that teaches Norman Jones yoga.
Did you get up with her?
Not yet.
Okay.
I have got so many things.
She might be on the show. She doesn't know it yet, but she's
Yeah,
going to
she
be
might
on
be
the
on the show. But anyway, and we've just got different people that I'm communicating with. But right now, to be on the show for a half an hour segment costs you what?
Absolutely nothing.
Right.
Zero.
So we are allowing businesses or individuals to be on the show. We'll give you a half an hour segment, and we take callers if you want to talk about something. And
Barry
pick a
just
caller.
signed up for all 4 half-hour segments
Did he?
this coming Wednesday. Free.
Barry
what?
is a real go-getter. You'll learn more about Barry in just a minute, okay? But anyway, if you own a business, if
Right.
you have a craft or a hobby, or you're passionate about hunting, or you got some tips or tricks or something like that you want to share with somebody, you can be on our show absolutely
Right.
free. And what?
If you have a blog,
Oh,
if you're whatever, if you want to get your name
If
out,
you're a
or
politician.
right, if you just want to talk directly to people and take some calls from our audience,
Correct.
you can do it. And we're looking for an audience also. We're not looking just for people to be on
But
the show.
not
We
an
want
in-the-studio
audience, too.
audience.
No, we
Okay.
want an audience watching
Well,
us on Facebook Live.
All right. 337-7300 if you have any questions, okay? I think we're getting ready to come back on the radio. We're going to get Barry on now. All right.
Brandon's
He's telling me
pointing to
something.
his
He's holding
ears.
his
He's
head.
thinking.
He's thinking. He's rendering. Are we back on the radio?
We are back on the
We're
radio.
back on the radio. All right, let's switch seats. Barry, come on down. Barry with Dry Zone is going to be up next. I can't believe the news he's got for you. I've never heard it before, but before that, may I do an ad for Kevin Short and Mid-South Audio?
Absolutely.
Mid-South Audio. I got to see him live in action at the Return Day Parade. My goodness, they had the stage and speakers, and every time you walked over this little rubber thing, it had MSA branded right on it. And I'm like, man, if that wasn't there, I'd be tripping over wires. So anyway, Mid-South Audio, they're a locally owned, locally operated company. Kevin Short is the man that started it. He owns it. He runs it. He's got a great team of people, but they provide speakers and amplifiers and stages and platforms and those crowd control barriers. Some people call them bike racks. But anyway, just a little bit of everything, lighting, whatever you may need to put on an event like the Return Day Parade. So anyway, any of that stuff, all of that stuff, I think Colin Walls, even out there at Yuletide Farm, is going to have a movie night. I remember last year he had these speakers that were weatherproof, waterproof, or whatever, and they came from Mid-South Audio. And so there's just a lot going on. Oh, the projector, too. So anyway, I just want to let you know Mid-South Audio has the equipment. They have the staff. Their prices are right. Colin just had a studio done by them, and he just happened to look at the bill, and he thanked Kevin for giving him a discount for such a good deal. And Kevin said, oh, well, by the way, Colin, you know, that's our normal prices. I mean, they have the same price as the internet. So local service, local company, they talk to you, they'll work with you, their prices are right. Whether you're buying this equipment, whether you want to rent this equipment, I can't say enough because I'm allowed to say all I want. So I can't say enough about Kevin Short and his team. They really do a good job. Give them a call if you have any questions. And if you need anything, okay, instead of buying it online, buy it from Kevin. And that way he'll be here, because that's who you're going to call when you need help anyway. 856-6993. 856-6993. Now, it's not a music store. It's more like soundboards and, and they rent stuff. I made sure you know that. So if your church or organization is planning a Christmas program and you need a keyboard or you need some speakers or mics, they'll bring it, they'll set it up, and they'll let you use it. They even have drum sets they rent. Okay, I'm all done. I got it all now. MidSouthAudio.com. I know I didn't miss one thing out of the thousands of things they offer. 856-6993. I have to get to Barry. I can tell he's getting antsy over here. He's tired. He's been up. He's been on a long trip. I'm switching gears now. I'm going to introduce you folks to Mr. Barry from Dry Zone, the myth, the man, the legend. He's here in person. Good morning, Barry.
Good morning. How are you today?
How'd you like that introduction?
That was pretty incredible.
Wasn't it? I've been rehearsing it.
Holy cow.
For the past second or two.
Well, it's good to be here.
You been out of town?
Yeah, I've been up at Connecticut.
Oh, my gosh.
In fact, it's, we're a dealer for basement systems. And so
Did you see any snow?
No, but they had some last week, but they didn't have none.
Did they have any pictures of it?
I saw pictures.
Okay. All right, so you were up at Basement Systems.
And, just learning new things and for my new position and getting acclimated in that. And so it's pretty exciting times. And, of course, Bill and Heather, they had their owners' classes. So
okay. So
we're
they're
all
the
getting
owners of
educated.
Dry Zone.
Oh, yes. And so we got back, I don't know, late last night. Nice drive.
How did you get back?
We drove back.
Oh, you didn't take a train?
No.
Okay.
Bill drove.
So this was a driving trip.
It was exciting.
Okay. All right. Bill drove. It was exciting. No more said.
Well, we had a good time, and then we just had to hustle back because I had to get prepared for this show.
That's right, and we're glad you're here.
And then right after this, I'm running the Millsboro Fire Company.
Are you really?
Yeah, Ladies Auxiliary are having a fall festival today from 9 to 2. So I'm going to zip on down there and be with them.
Really?
So
what are they doing down there?
It's just there. They, they have that back part of the fire hall,
right?
And they've opened it up for crafts and vendors and stuff.
Okay.
So, it's just a little,
so you got a booth there. Are you saying people could come say hi to Barry today?
Yep, from 9 to 2.
Really?
Yeah, I'll be there live.
Barry's going to be there
live. But
okay, you'll be fine. You feed off of people.
Absolutely.
I'm sure you'll be amped up by the time the crowd. So it's a social gathering.
Yeah, so that if they, they can talk to me about some of their issues or
You
concerns.
have any of them little packets with you?
I'll have some of them, yes.
Will you really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
if
so
not, I will get one to them.
Okay, or read it to them over the phone.
I can.
All right, Dry Zone. So what do? They help you with your crawl space problems. Is there anything this time of the year that people need to be conscious of?
Well, it's now that we especially had our first freeze today, frozen pipes and things of that nature. So we can go there and inspect your crawl space and insulate it and seal it and eliminate that one of those issues.
Can I interrupt you for just a minute?
Absolutely.
I'm being told we're off the radio, just in case there's anything on our end we could or couldn't do. So I've had numerous reports of this.
Uh-oh.
So anyway, I just want to let you know, but we are on TV and we are on Facebook Live and we are right here. So we're all good. It's not on us. Okay. Well, just make sure Fran knows if you would. Anyway, other than that, Barry, I'm sorry I interrupted you.
You're fine. Some people in those deep freezes that we had in the last few years, they've had pipes burst and things of that nature. Well, when you encapsulate your crawl space, we can also insulate it and make it even more energy efficient so that you won't have those problems. Plus, it'll make your floors warmer. And
Animals love that.
Yes.
I'm not kidding you. Cats and dogs, they love it. In other words, if you're tired of them laying on the couch, get this done because that way the floor will be nice and warm.
Absolutely.
So,
but and then there's other things too, but that's one of the main things this time of year. Also, and then as we're coming up into the cold season,
yes,
to get that taken care of. We let people know that we still do foundation work, and if you've got sagging floors, or just have any questions about your crawl space.
Or if you want to remodel your basement and get a man cave down there.
Absolutely.
Time of year, people are spending less time outside, more time inside.
We can protect it and make it an awesome place that who cares if it ever got wet. If you had a
That's
pipe
right.
burst, it's going to
you could have a rain party.
Yep.
All right. Well, anyway, Dry Zone, you got your special number? You giving out a different number? What's the number
we're still
story?
going with that number, and I will direct it to one of my outstanding coworkers who.
You got a good team there.
Oh, proud of them.
And I want to say this, folks, if you're listening and you have Dry Zone come out, it's not going to be no high-pressure thing. In other words, so you got, I mean, if I owned a house, whether I'm keeping it or selling it, there is no harm in having them come take a look at things, because all you're going to do is get educated. They're going to tell you what you have, what you need, what you don't have, what you don't need, and that's it. They're going to leave you with that. They're going to give you a quote if you do need something, and they're not going to badger you or bug you to death. Mm-hmm. But if you do need it, their prices are right. Their service is priceless. They offer financing if need be, and then you know where you're at.
Absolutely. Yeah, so they can reach us, of course, at dryzone.com, and it's a wealth of information.
Lots of stuff there.
Or they can call me directly at 866-471-7962.
All right, 866-471-7962. Anything else?
And
you going to be on some Wednesday night with us?
I am. I'm going to talk to you about
Check
that.
Your schedule.
I was going to try to be at least a caller the other night, but
okay.
I was all this information coming in just wore me out.
Well, we had so many callers anyway. Do you want to be on this Wednesday night, or you want to think about it?
I'll do it.
For real?
Yeah, I'll come up there.
All right, so we need the audience.
Learn that secret location.
Okay, we'll tell you that later. But let's think of a time for you. How about you, since you're normally here between 7:30 and 8, how about 7:30 and 8?
At night.
Is that good or not?
Yes, that's fine.
All right, Wednesday night, this Wednesday night. All right, so folks,
I'll be there
I want you to be thinking if you have a question for Barry or a comment or a scenario, because we'll be able to talk a little bit. Mm-hmm. We're going to let you call and talk to Barry live. We'll be on Facebook Live, so people can watch it there. 7:30 to 8, we will have Barry from Dry Zone on.
Send me reminders.
Okay, I will. And the address.
Sounds
all right.
like a plan. Thank you.
Thank you, Barry. Have a good weekend.
You too. See you
all right. I guess we're not technically off the air anywhere. It's just the fog is heavy or the air is thick or something.
Right.
So thank you for the updates, everybody, but we are still trucking. All right. What is next? What is next? What is next? Can I talk about my accountant real quick?
Sure.
Okay, because, at the end of the year, I always think about all the stuff we own and how my accounting and accurate accounting is so important. So I deal with Luff & Associates. George Luff and his team have done a great job for me for years, probably 25, 30 years, believe it or not. I really like who I deal with, and I usually stick with who I deal with. And Luff & Associates is no exception. They deliver exceptional service for me, and they do all my accounting work for myself personally, for my business, for my properties, and so on. So, with that said, there's another thing they do that I have really been pushing, and business people I know have been signing up for, and they love it. It's coming the end of the year, and New Year's about to start. If you want to think about having Luff & Associates help you with your payroll needs, give them a call. Now, you don't even have to deal with them for your accounting work for them to help you with your payroll needs. So if you own a small business, 2, 4, 6 employees, or if you own or if you have a business with hundreds of employees, Luff & Associates can help you to any degree, whether you just want them to do a few things or you want them to file all the reports and the taxes and everything, to whatever degree you can pick. They have like a menu of options. So in other words, if you need help with payroll, if you are just tired of keeping up with it, all the new rules and regs, I think there's something brand new happening December 1st. So anyway, just to let you know, it is Luff & Associates. Their phone number is, one number will get you to all 3 locations. They're in Milford, they're in Dover, and they're in Rehoboth. And the phone number is 422-9699, 422-9699, Luff & Associates. And on the web, it's luffcpas.com, luffcpas.com. So it's never too soon to start planning for your next year. So in other words, payroll is a big thing, but there's something brand new happening December 1st. I'll tell you more about that next week as far as payroll. All right, what is the next issue we got? Now, in just a little bit, we got Dr. T. He's on his way, and we are going to talk about chiropractic care. It's the time of year people are getting more physically active, and they're splitting firewood or doing this or watching more TV or rooting for their favorite team, and they yank and tug on themselves. But anyway, if your back's out of whack, if you have a pain in your neck, that sounded funny, if your back's out of whack or you got a pain in your neck, no matter what the pain in the neck's name is, Dr. T can help you, and he'll be on in the next half an hour from Peninsula Chiropractic Center. So anyway, Weller's Utility Trailers, my goodness, is going to be open in about 15 minutes. We've started opening early on Saturday mornings at 8 o'clock. and we will be open, and Earl and Brandon will be in sales, and Terry and Jason. We got a very busy day planned. We will take good care of you. We also have a full-service shop that does take walk-ins. Just it all depends on how busy we are or aren't. Of course, if you need your trailer fixed, or a light's not working, or your breakaway switch isn't up to speed, or you need a new floor put in, or whatever you may or may not need, Weller's Utility Trailers has a full-service shop that can take care of whatever you need, right down to a tire replaced or wheel bearings or any of that. So we are open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, Saturday, normally 9 to 1, but right now we're opening at 8 because we've just had a lot more people come in earlier on Saturdays. Again, I said we have a full-service shop, which also means we have a showroom full of parts, and we are starting on a weekly basis to add more and more parts to our inventory. So we just want to let you know, if we didn't have it last time, we're going to have it next time, and if we don't have what you need, we can order it and get it, and it won't be long coming in. Our calendars, we still have some left. We got them early this year. We're giving them away absolutely free. So if you would like a calendar for your business or your house or for wherever, they are free for the taking. You just stop in to Weller's Utility Trailers and pick one up. Another thing that I have put on sale that I'm kind of excited about, we got into the kayak business probably a couple years ago. And we have the best bang for the buck on kayaks. What do we have? 500 of them in stock, something like that.
Yeah.
About 15 different models on display. One of the things we do allow people to do, I never thought it to be a big deal, but I guess it's a big deal, is we allow people to physically get in a kayak and see how it feels to them.
Right.
Width and length. And I guess some places will not allow that, especially big box stores and things like that. So we don't have any water to get you in the water, but we for sure will allow you to get in this one, get in that one, sit on this one, and so on. So one of the deals we had this kayak. It's a brand new 8-foot-long kayak. It's the kind you sit in. It comes with a paddle. The paddle's a $35, $40 value, and it comes with the paddle. We have them for $188. Now, you can shop the shore. That is the best bang for the buck, whether it's a big box store, little box store, mom and pop operation, or whatever. If you're looking for a kayak, that $188 kayak is the deal. But listen to this. Between now and the end of the year, while supplies last, and we do not have a lot of these left, this is where the deal gets sweller at Weller's. It was $188 with the paddle right now till the end of the year. But if I run out of them, there's nothing I can do. And hold on just a second. All right. Well, anyway, I can't read and talk. I'm sorry. So anyway, what I'm saying is they're $147. $147. Now, you look around, that's what people sell used kayaks for. So I've got a brand new kayak, complete with a paddle, for $147. Okay? That is an unbelievable deal. So we have them in what colors? I can't even remember.
We have them in blue, red, and yellow.
Blue, red, and yellow, if you didn't hear that. Blue, red, and yellow. They're very available at Weller's. And do we have very many?
Oh, we got quite a few.
Okay, got quite a few. All right. Well, anyway, so if you need one of those, so that would be an entry-level kayak, including a paddle, $147. We had them for $188. So what is that, like $41 off? Is that 10%, 20%, 30%? Almost 30% off, 20-some% off. So anyway, then we have many other ones. We sell Evoque. We sell Sun Dolphin. We have sit-in, sit-on. We have fishing kayaks. We even have canoes. We even have pedal boats. So come on into Weller's, but you can check out this ad if you go to Wellers.com, Wellers.com, and click on where it says current ads. There is one that says end of season specials. All the kayaks between now and the end of the year are on sale. The only problem you're going to run into, some of them we have 1 of, some of them we have 8 of, some of them we have 20 of, some of them we have 130 of, but they're going to go quick. If you are in the kayak business and you want to buy some of them $147 ones and resell them, I got no problems with that either. So dealers are welcome because people will recognize very quickly that's a good deal. $147 for a brand new kayak. So if you got somebody in your family, you're thinking about what am I going to get them for Christmas? I want them to get a little exercise, but I don't want to say it out and out. Well, get them to kayak. I mean, it's a great way to get some exercise, see some nature, and enjoy yourself. So, did I miss anything pertaining to kayaks, canoes, or paddle boats?
Well, the canoes and the the canoes and the kayaks, this time of the year you can use for sleds as well.
That's true.
No joke aside.
You mean in a mudslide? Oh, you mean snow.
Snow, yes.
Okay, that is no joke. That's right. You can pull them around with a four-wheeler.
Yeah, yeah.
And they are a lot of fun.
They are.
So get yours now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the sled business is open.
Yeah, the sled business is open. Did you say over or open?
Open.
We are open.
Yeah.
Right, if you're a sledder. Hey, we had some phone calls for the mug.
We did?
We did.
We
So
did.
if you want a free coffee mug, all you got to do is dial 337-7300 and say, hey, I'd like one. Set one aside. My name is, and we will set one aside for you. If you don't call, it don't work. But you got to call 337-7300. You're going to get a voicemail. Leave your name and number, and we will set one aside. Okay?
We sure will.
All right. What else you got there for me, Brandon?
Well, I'm going to kind of go along with the stories of the service that we provide here. Had a customer come in earlier this week looking for a carport.
Okay.
Had no idea what to do.
Had he ever bought one before?
He had never bought one
Okay,
before.
so this would be a first-time carport customer.
Correct. He has a house, and then he has a detached garage just set back on the back corner of his house. In that area, from where the side of his house is to the in front of the detached garage, he wanted to cover.
Okay.
And he just wasn't sure what he could or couldn't do.
All right.
So, I sat down with him and explained.
You probably overwhelmed him with the choices.
I probably did.
Okay.
So he said, based on your experience, what should I do here? And he brought in a nice little drawing that he drew up. He had his measurements and everything. So I had a good idea of what size building would work for that area.
All right.
I made some suggestions on water control for the buildings. There's different roof styles that you can get, and one thing he was really concerned about was moisture sitting next to the carport.
Right.
So he ended up getting an upgraded roof.
Okay.
That allows.
What would
for
an
that.
upgraded roof be called? Well, I mean,
It's
what
called
do
a
you
vertical
mean by
roof.
that?
It's called a vertical roof.
Okay.
There's three styles. There's called a bent bow, which is pretty much your typical standard carport.
Okay.
Then there's a boxed eave, which is the same style of the way the metal runs on a bent bow, but it actually comes out and looks like an A-frame carport.
Okay.
And then there's the vertical, which is the nicest of the roof, and that's where the ribs of this corrugated metal go from the peak down, which almost creates a channel for the water and the snow
really
to run off.
flow.
Correct.
Okay.
Whereas the other styles, the ribs
Definitely would want that in a commercial application.
absolutely.
Okay.
But the other style, the ribs go from front to back, which create little ledges for moisture to sit on and snow to sit on and leaves and stuff like
I
that.
doubt he would have got this info online.
Probably not.
Okay. So did he buy?
He did buy.
What size?
He did end up buying a 22 by 21.
Oh, okay.
He went with the vertical A-frame. We put some extra height on there for him because he has a truck with one of those bed caps that actually raise up, the taller bed caps.
Another good point. Who'd have thought of that?
Right.
Okay.
So,
So was he pleased?
He was very pleased, very
Where's he
happy.
from?
He's from Laurel.
Okay. So he's getting it delivered and installed.
Delivered and installed, yeah.
All right. And how many did he buy?
He bought one.
Okay. All right.
But you can buy more than one. We have had businesses come in and
Didn't somebody buy
multiple.
10 of them?
I think so. I think
Yeah.
it was somewhere in that 2 to 10 range.
Okay. No, I thought somebody bought 10.
Yeah,
at
I think
one
it was
time.
Brooks's customer. I remember that.
Oh,
yeah.
now we're like you forget Brooks's customers.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm positive somebody bought 10 of them.
I
just
was-
so you know.
I was the guy that sold the stack of trailers to the customer.
Okay.
He was the one that sold the 10 carports.
All right. We are experiencing, as odd as it sounds, many businesses buying 1 and 2 and 5 and 10 of things. Generators, trailers, carports, and so on. We have the price, folks, but what I mean when I say that is we know the market. We're not any more. We don't want to be any less than anybody else. What we want to do is wow you with our service, the way we handle you, the way we treat you, the way we talk to you. All of the products we sell, we don't have anything to do with the warranty, but we do try to get in the middle of it and help you and work between you and the company and so on. So, try getting that kind of service anywhere else. So we do our best. We're not perfect. We're not flawless, but we do our best. So, Brandon, what's your number? Give him a number. We need somebody to call you.
My number is 542-7794.
So that is Brandon's cell phone number if you want to reach him, get some personalized service, talk directly to him. 542, what is it again?
7794.
And you can call him now if you have a question. The store is also going to be open in a few minutes, but he'd rather you call him directly. So you are watching and listening to Weller Does Delmarva. This is a weekly show. We do it every week from 7 to 9 on Saturday mornings. And if you own a business and you want us to help promote your business or whatever, I am open-minded to talking to you, okay? I do need a top cap. I bought a brand new pickup. I'm looking for a place that sells top caps. I need two things. I need a top cap and I need a bed slide. So if you own a business that sells top caps or bed slides or both, and you want to swap it for some advertising, I'd love to talk to you about that, okay? So anyway, the show is called Weller Does Delmarva. My business is called Weller's Utility Trailers. My website is wellers.com. And we have a lot of Facebook pages I would like to tell you about. One is called Weller Does Delmarva. We would love it if you would like that page. The next one is Weller's Utility Trailers. We would like it if you would like that page. Then there's Jim Weller. That's me. I'm the Jim Weller from Delaware. And I say that kind of in a kidding way, but there is a Jim Weller from Alaska that is pretty popular too. So anyway, I'd love to be your friend on Facebook. Then there's Weller's Sheds and Carports. That is another place that we would like you to like. That's another Facebook page. And then we've got Delaware Low Digit Surf Tags. We've got the tags for sale there. We've got a lot of them. And I want to mention this too. If you're listening, I've got a lot of tags that match fire company numbers. And I am throwing this out there. If you're involved with a fire company and I have the tag number that matches your fire company and you want to get together, maybe I make you a deal on the tag, help you promote it, and you do a fundraiser that helps your fire department make some money with the tag. I already had one do this. Please let me know. I'd love to get involved with helping a local fire company raise some money, selling one of the tags, and everybody wins. So they could raffle it off or have an auction or something like that. So, again, if I have the tag number that matches your fire department and you're looking for a fundraising idea, I've got some ideas for you. Next, we are going to be talking to Dr. T in a little bit. He'll be on his way, Dr. Trulia from Peninsula Chiropractic Center. So stay tuned for that. Weller's Utility Trailers is probably open by now. Phone number for the store, if you want to see if they're actually officially open, is 337-8228, 337-8228. And I want to encourage you to check out our website, which is wellers.com. I have people ask me all the time, when in the world is the new website going to be done? I can tell you that Brooks Ritter is working on that thing night and day. It has been a big project because we own so much inventory. We're trying to get every bit of it on there. So please be patient with us, but I can give you my word that no matter what, it will be absolutely launched live and local no later than the end of this year. Brooks has given me his word, if he has to step out of sales for the whole month of December, that he is going to finish that website. So Brooks Ritter has done a great job. He's not dragging his feet, but it is one awesome website. We want to brag about it, and it will be live by January 1st, and it's going to have a store on it so that we will be able to sell things right there. You can buy something right in the middle of the night if you want, be able to pay for it, and we wake up in the morning, and it's like bingo, some more stuff has been sold. I did mention that we are giving away these Weller Does Delmarva mugs. I've had some phone calls, so thank you for that. If you want one, they're free for the asking. You just have to call 337-7300, and we'll set one aside for you. And other than that, the store is open. I have been told that they are here. They are ready for business. Brandon is taking phone calls on his cell phone if you have any questions for him, and he will be over in the store by 9:15. But Earl, Jason, and Terry are there now, and they are ready to wheel and deal and sell you something. Again, if you need a trailer worked on, we've got a full-service facility here, and we can take care of your trailer repair needs. Plus, we have a whole showroom full of parts and things like that. So, you're listening and watching Weller Does Delmarva. It's a weekly show. We are live on Facebook, so keep that in mind. You can go back and watch the show at a later date or a later time or something like that if you want. We also are on WellerDoesDelmarva.com. I'm looking for advertisers, so if you're listening and you ever want to be on the show or advertise, there's many different ways. You give me a call. My number to reach me would be 337-7300. My email is jim@wellers.com, and we are going to take a quick break from the radio, so switch over to My Cozy TV or Facebook Live, and we're going to continue right on with more Weller Does Delmarva. Okay, so store is open. We are ready for business. Colin Walls and I are going to talk about Walls Service Center because he is open. So What's going on?
I mentioned earlier that Jesse was there. He's off today. I forgot.
Oh, my gosh.
So Tracy's there, Caden's there, and Logan is there.
All right.
So, just in case you were wondering who was there today.
All right. They're there. They're all there, and they're ready to take care of your
Right.
automotive repair needs.
They are.
Simple or complicated.
Right.
Okay. So what else is on your mind?
Well, I'd like to talk more about the show.
Oh,
The show
no. We're going
Wednesday
to talk
night
about
at the
automotive repairs. Let me give the phone number for Wall Service Center
Okay.
real quick. Since we've prompted and prepped everybody, if you want to do no more than call and say good morning,
Right.
the phone number is 422-8110. 422-8110 is Wall's
They see it.
Service Center.
It's right here. Look.
Not if they're watching on Facebook.
Yes, it is.
You're pointing
Hang
the
on.
wrong way, Colin.
Hang on. It's right here. Hang
You're
on. It's right
pointing the
here.
wrong way.
Right there.
You're pointing the wrong way. You got to point that way. Now you're doing it right.
I was just pointing the same way. I just wasn't pointing far enough.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, anyway, yes, it's right on the screen. So
Exactly.
there's an example, real quick. I just want to switch gears.
Okay.
You can buy an ad space like that during our show.
Right.
So just want to tell you that. Very affordable, and you can buy it for, what, a 2 or 3 month commitment, or does it need to be longer than that?
2 to 3 months, yeah.
2 to 3
Yep,
months.
Yep.
So have you got, some year-end push or something like that? All right.
Yeah.
Enough said. What do you want to talk about? The new show.
New show.
Brand new show.
Right.
It's our Wednesday night show. Wednesdays with Walls and Weller.
Right. We're thinking about
It was a
maybe
hoot.
changing the name, but we're not sure.
My
It's just
gosh,
kind of
already. It's only been
that's
1
just-
week.
That's just temporary. Well,
Temporary.
We can make it the date. We could change it every week.
Okay, so we're using an
Yes.
erasable marker to write the name down.
Right. Exactly.
All right, so Wednesday nights, that much we know. 7 to 9, that much we know. You can follow my page, Jim Weller, on Facebook, and we'll steer you wherever it's going to be because we haven't figured all that out yet. But you can watch this show. Friend me if you want. You don't even have to friend me to watch it. So I'm the Jim Weller from Delaware on Facebook, and that's where you're going to see this new show, Wednesdays with Walls and Weller, and the name may change. But anyway, it's a lot of fun. We already got Barry signed up for 7:30 to 8.
7:30 to 8 this coming
All right, so
Wednesday
that means
night.
7 to 7:30. We might have room for somebody.
We might.
And then 8 to 8:30, and then
Right.
8:30 to 9. So if you're
Yeah.
listening and you say, you know what, I want to be on that show. I got something I want to sell. I got something I want to buy. I got something I want to teach. I got something I want to talk
Well,
about.
Before they make the decision, they might want to
Okay.
hear the price first.
Okay, here
All
we
right.
go.
It is absolutely free. No
Well, I mean,
charge.
we don't have to keep harping on that. In other words, it's free.
Right.
Okay, it's not free forever, but it's free for now.
It's absolutely free for now.
Okay.
And so what we're trying to do is we're trying to get different things. We want to talk to different people. We want just, what's
Well,
your
like-
hobby? What's the...
Here's something we're really thinking about doing. This
Okay.
is not a joke. We're thinking about having a yoga lady.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and we are going to let Colin the second do yoga. Okay, and she's going to teach. She also evidently works with Norman Jones, and he has volunteered to be on. So
Okay.
we were thinking that would be an interesting show. These are half-hour segments.
Right.
They're absolutely free, and they are on Wednesday nights.
But
we're going to take callers too,
Right,
and you've
that's
got to
the-
be interesting,
Right. Well, you've got to be interesting.
more
and-
interesting than us.
And right.
What?
And you've got to be willing to talk to the callers.
That's right.
And be able
And
to
able
explain
to.
your product. And
Yeah,
speak
Rick
about your
Fowler,
product.
man, he did a great job talking about
Man, that
computer-related
dude
things.
is all business.
All business.
We weren't allowed to joke or anything. He shut
he
us
was
right
very
down.
serious.
He said, guys, let's move on.
You talk about gigabytes, megabytes, and all that stuff.
Terabytes.
Terabytes. He's going to bite you. So anyway, yes, he knows his stuff. That was Rick Fowler. That was a
Right.
freebie, Rick. Anyway, he was on.
He
So
was.
we're going to have a lot of
It was
people
good.
on. But last week was our first show every Wednesday night. So if you have an interest, I forgot what Denise told me she was going to make. She was going to bake or make or do something.
Really?
To show. I forgot what it was
You gonna cook
already.
it in our microwave there?
I don't know. I don't remember what it was. But anyway, so, let's say you're good at sewing or you make something. I don't know what to say. You have a craft, you have a hobby, you own a
Right.
business. So it doesn't have to all be business.
Right. No,
If
it
you're a
doesn't.
pastor, and you want to take calls.
I'm thinking, what if you have somebody has a blog or
What's a blog?
a blog? So it's a
Please
kind of
describe
a-
it. Show us a picture.
kind of an article that you write that's online.
Okay. So how would
It could be
what
about
would we do?
sports. It could be about
Okay.
your
Now I'm getting
hobby.
it.
Or
All right. Okay. Could be about politics.
could be about politics. If you're-
Everybody's
if from,
probably sick of
if you're from a school board and you want to talk about
Oh,
something
yeah.
that's going on at
or
your school.
taxes,
Taxes.
permits.
IRS. We're not asking the IRS to come.
Why not?
We're not.
The value of paying your taxes. All right, here we go. We're getting off track.
We are getting
Couch
off track.
sales are going down. Taxes are coming up. All right, what?
Well, anyway, this is our new show.
It is our new show.
Wednesdays,
For better or
7
worse, it's our
p.m.
new show.
to 9 p.m.
Yep. Is it on Wednesday morning or night?
That's the p.m. part.
Okay, past
and
morning.
Past meridian.
Oh, okay. I thought
Post-
AM's
I
after
think it's
midnight,
post-meridian.
PM is after past morning.
A.m. is A-N-T-E, anti-meridian, I think.
It's like South means Salisbury.
With the S's for
Yeah, South means headed towards Salisbury.
North. N is Newcastle.
Yes.
That's what it means on the compass.
Yeah, well, I always thought it was not Salisbury.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So anyway, 337-7300. If you are watching or listening and you say, you know what, I'm going to be on that show.
Yeah.
I can do it.
You can call right now, actually, if you want.
You actually could call right now, and we'll put you on the air.
1 minute, yeah.
Yeah,
and then
1 minute or less. 337-7300. We'll talk to you live.
We'll vet you right here on the
Yeah,
air.
we'll vet you right here. Is that what it's called?
Vet.
Vet.
Yes.
All right. So it's our new show. We're looking for people to be on. Please don't make us call you. We need you to call us.
Right.
337-7300. And you're listening and you're saying, well, what's the catch? There's no catch. It's a new show. Right now we're doing it for free. Okay? It's worth every penny of it. And you're allowed to be on if you want to talk about something, okay?
Right.
Or teach us something. But we do want you to be able to take phone calls because that's what we did the other
Right.
night. We had a lot of fun. So
And
we
it
had
is video and audio, so it's kind of a radio
it is
studio.
live,
Right, it's
okay?
a radio studio.
Right.
But we do have video cameras in there, and we're installing more all the time, more
Yep.
video cameras, and it's going to
And
be
we're
kind of an
ramping
interactive
up.
show.
Yes, it's going to be interactive. Did you have something to say?
We're back on the radio.
Back on the radio. All right.
on.
Well, let me get Dr. T over here, and let's get on with things. All right. So you are listening to Weller Does Delmarva, okay? And we are live right here on Delaware 105.9. We're on Facebook Live. We're on My Cozy TV. And we are also at WellerDoesDelmarva.com. It's a brisk Saturday morning. And my next guest is a young man I have really grown to know and appreciate and feel honored to be in his presence. And it's Dr. T, Dr. Trillia. How you doing?
I am doing excellent. I was a little concerned this morning thinking, okay, I know I'm supposed to be here, and the radio was knocked off the air, and then I get here and run into the other building, forgot you're not there.
Okay.
Came over here, doors locked, so I thought, well, there's another, because I came in the other. They don't really want me here.
Okay.
I'm off the air and the doors locked.
And you realize you were listening to AM.
So, yeah, so here we are, but it's been an exciting morning, a
It
fabulous
has.
couple of weeks. The Cubs won, my Ravens won.
Oh, my
My
gosh.
president won. Just feel like a million tons is off our shoulders, and at least what I feel like now is that, no magic is going to happen. We
No.
are the magic. But we have now, all I've ever asked for in business, as you, Jim, is an equal opportunity to become unequal.
Yes.
And we feel like we have a better shot at that now. And if I may just throw in one other thing on this
That's fine.
protest, when Obama was elected, I think he's a decent man, and but I didn't like his politics or the direction he was trying to take the country. But you know what I did the next day after he was elected? The same thing you did, went to work.
Right.
And so people, get out there and just get it done. That's all I can say.
I have this unbelievable feeling that you are going to see work boot sales go
Yes.
through the roof and work gloves and the sale of couches going down.
I heard you say that earlier.
I love the
I'm
idea.
excited about it.
I mean, as a businessman,
Yes.
would you honestly tell the audience, are you feeling like the economy is getting ready to just rock and roll?
Absolutely explode. I think people are in a position now, and the country spoke about becoming more, I don't want to say self-reliant, and again, it's not about the man in the White House. It's about the opportunity that they give us. The people spoke. We want to have this free country.
Yes.
And with that, the exhilaration and the excitement, we have business partners across the country, and every one of them, Democrat, Republican, Independent, every single one of them have said we are extremely excited about the potential, again, that if we can get a little bit lower taxes, build the base, get more people working, which will put more taxes into the
Right.
country, to help people to do things.
Yeah,
it's going to be explosive.
Can you imagine if you could get people off all these programs and working?
Oh, tax.
Well, I mean,
base
you
being
could
broken.
lower taxes.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Because you would have more people working.
Yes, that's exactly right.
I'm going to open up the phone line in case somebody has a question for Dr. T about chiropractic. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. And if you happen to want a bottle of water, I forgot to tell you, but it's right to your left.
Perfect. I may
All right.
pick that up.
But anyway, if you are watching or listening and you have a chiropractic-related question or a wellness question,
Yes.
You can call us right now live on the air at 337-7300. First time I've ever really done this, so we're going to do it just for the fun of it. So, or if you're a patient or not a patient or want to be a patient, you give us a call. We're going to put you right on with Dr. T, 337-7300. We'll take a call now if anybody has a question. But anyway, you own and operate Peninsula Chiropractic Center down in Seaford.
Yes, sir.
Been in business, I don't know the exact number of years, but 25, 30 years?
Yes, in that zone.
Okay, in that zone. Any more than that would allude to that you could be over 40.
That's right.
Okay.
However, if you remember Dookie Howser, MD, he graduated when he was 7 in college. So if you do that, so
Okay.
see, there's always that possibility. I could
Right.
be Dr. T, DC, Doctor of
Okay.
Chiropractic. And so, do the math however you
Do
want.
the math however you want, but the results are the same.
It's the same. We're excited.
Experience is what we're trying to say, is experience. So chiropractic care, we've heard from Brandon. Brandon, is saying that, man, he's went down there with headaches before, and he doesn't know quite exactly the science behind it. All he knows is he came in with a headache, out without one. I mean, are you telling us that your headache started to subside before you left?
Yeah, I've had an instance where I went in with a headache and left without one.
I just find that one amazing. But, I mean, you're sticking with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you help us understand how that would even be possible?
When you understand that sickness is not just this random thing out there that attacks you, but that the body has the ability of healing itself, and we do this thing, and again, I'm sure no one in this room has it, called stress.
Okay. No, I don't know of anybody.
And stress could be physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial. All these stressors, nutritional, can create these stressors in the body. And when you understand that the central nervous system, the brain, is like the master control box, and then down your spinal cord, or spinal column, the spinal cord goes down and exits to all the nerves. Now,
Okay.
the constant question is, well, that's great. I might even be able to understand that, but how are you adjusting my spine to affect my head? Common question that comes
How
up.
does that really work?
And there are things called recurrent nerves, and that means they go down the spinal cord and then through, it's called the suboccipital triangle. And
I knew you were going to say that.
yeah, you remember that word.
Yeah.
The nerves recur, go back up to the brain and innervate that area. And so what we do is simply try to release, in a very simplest, oversimplified form, we release that nerve interference to allow it to function at 100%. Now, again, that's why we're multifaceted. For example, I'm a big preacher of hydration. So hydration can cause a lot of headaches. So as we
How can
adjust,
hydration?
when you understand that 70% of the body is water, but 85% of the brain cells are water. And here's what's interesting to me. If someone gave me $1 million today and said you absolutely have to spend it on research, I would be researching Alzheimer's, early frontal temporal dementia, all these mental diseases. I really believe there's a direct link in dehydration and poor pH and poor mineralization in the body. Because when you understand the cell, you have 100 trillion, give or take, cells, and each cell is a mini you. And it has to eat, drink, excrete. And so to do that, if your body's too acidic, the body's made to be at 7.35. That's neutral. That's where it wants to be to maintain health. Guyton, Dr. Guyton, who all doctors, I don't care what kind they are, used, Guyton's physiology says disease cannot live in an alkaline state. Disease cannot live in an alkaline state. So what happens with your swimming pool when it goes too acidic? It starts turning green. If your thumb would turn green, it'd be cool because we'd know. But there's no outward symptom until it's too late. Again, many of us want that symptomatic picture. But by the time, and again, the classic example I give all the time is osteoporosis. Women over 40 come to me. They ask me if they have osteoporosis or not. We'll look at their x-ray at 40 years old, and I'll say no. They say, great. I say, not necessarily. They say, why? Because that bone's got to be almost 30% gone before I can see it on a plain film. So it's not about the symptom. It's about prevention before it gets there. So getting back to the cellular level, I envision every day the war is going on in my body. The bad guys are in there. All the dis-ease will lead to disease if not corrected. And so what I do with my nutrients and I drink this alkaline water every single morning for 10 years. I've been drinking this. And I envision it washing and cleansing the cells, and then I send in my nutrients, my ninjas, to help fight internally. So the chiropractic adjustment is extremely powerful. But, Colin can put a new engine in my car, but if all four wheels are bad, I'm still going to have a problem.
True.
So it's a multifaceted direction, and that's what I pride our office has been on for 30 years. with Dr. Bud and myself and the team we've put together to look at not just making the adjustment and praying you're fine, but talking about total system of health.
Okay. All right. So anyway, that was deep.
That was deep. We
That
got
was
a little-
deep.
we got a
Okay.
little over
But
the
but
edge.
what you're saying is hydration is critical.
Hydration is absolutely critical. We should be drinking approximately half your body weight in ounces of water a day.
Really?
And when that does not happen, the body, again, 70% of that cell is water. And again, like 70% of the disc is water. Your disc that's set, so let's put it on a spinal level. The other thing people don't realize is things like smoking. They know all the bad things about smoking, but smoking also sucks the water out of the body and also desiccates, kills the disc.
Now I got another crazy question.
Okay.
It's the time of year that you're turning on heat.
Yes.
Now, I mean, because in my house, I had a company put in a humidifier.
Yes.
Not a dehumidifier,
Right.
but a humidifier
Yes.
to put moisture back in the air. Does being, when it's the time of year and you're heating your house, does that cause your body to dehydrate?
It's critical. It's critical.
Is it
Yes,
really?
It really is, because I do everything during my day to constantly put water back in the body for my patients and my friends, and when I speak of this. So yes, even these great houses we have today are so tight, which is a good thing for heating bill, but sometimes it will dry you out. So yes, the more humidity, and also this time of year we tend to feel less thirsty, so we tend to even drink even less water.
Okay.
And all of a sudden people say, I'm getting a few more headaches. My joints are a little bit more stiff. And so hydration is critically important for the total body system.
And you're talking something as simple as drinking more water.
Yes, I'd like to make it that simple, but it's also, is that water alkaline? For example, my house, I have a beautiful home. My water was great. I had it tested, tastes great, looked great, smelled great, well water. Everything was perfect except the pH, which needs to be at 7.35, was a 4.9. So that's why I added this product to make sure my water stays alkaline.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're saying just buying a bottle of water may not be all you need?
People say, well, I buy a perfectly good bottle of water. I said, well, show me where it says what the pH is on the side, and it isn't.
Really?
It's been a great game that water is more expensive now than gasoline when you look at it per bottle per gallon. You would never dream you would pay that much, but yes, it's not about the water, because you don't know if I got it out of my tap or you. I know. It's
gosh.
one more thing to think about.
Yeah, one more thing to think about. But the bottom line is drink plenty of water.
Yeah, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate.
All right. I want to touch base on the offer that I make on a weekly basis,
Yes,
and I
sir.
want to make sure I say it right, especially since you're here. Is that okay?
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
Since I've been promoting chiropractic and your business and so on, and I personally am a patient and a big believer of it, but I've had people say to me, what does chiropractic really do? Brandon says it helps with headaches. Brooks says it helps with, his back and leg and neck pain, and my wife has really experienced a lot of positive results. My granddaughter, her hearing has improved from it. And people say, but what about me? They're like, I don't care about your granddaughter.
Right.
I don't care about Brandon Brooks or Jim Weller. I care about me. I've got this pain, this ache, this ailment. Am I saying it right when you're saying that if somebody calls, or they got a call before they come in,
Sure.
and mentions Weller does Delmarva or Jim
Yes.
Weller, you will allow them an opportunity to meet with you or Dr. Bud.
Correct.
Just a kind of a one-on-one with the doctor.
Yes.
To discuss what they're experiencing or feeling or going through to determine if chiropractic care is what they need.
Not only would we do that, and yes, we feel it's very, very
And
important.
this is at no charge.
It's
one
no
time.
charge.
Okay.
Because everybody's body is different.
Okay.
And the reason they have a problem could be different. And we actually had one of your clients call me and come to me very excited about your commercial and all that you said that we can do and all we say we can do. I ended up referring him to an orthopedic surgeon,
Okay.
because we work with a team of physicians all over the country, all over the state, all around the area, because, there's no one God. There is one God. It's none of
Okay.
us.
Right.
And
It is
so,
none of us.
so it's none of us. So, during that complimentary consultation, I felt his best interest. I said, it doesn't cost you a penny, and he wanted to pay me. And I said, no, thank you. It was part of my agreement. I don't feel I can help you at this point in time. The disease process was too far gone,
Oh,
and I was
my.
very concerned
I
about
bet
what
he was
had.
glad he got on with that appointment.
So we sent him
Instead of
on
putting
down.
it
So
off.
yes,
Wow.
but yes, that's part of. I wanted to give
So
you
that is a
story.
no charge,
Yes, sir.
complimentary,
If
one-on-one.
they're just not sure what they have or if we can help them, yes, sir. No
Okay.
charge, complimentary
Wow.
consultation.
Now, also, you take most brands of insurance, and Joyce seems to be the insurance guru.
Yes, sir.
So you just call her and say, here's what I got. What does it cover? How many visits or or whatever. Did you tell me one time though, like if somebody's involved in an auto accident, the insurance is handled differently there?
Yes.
It might not cost them anything.
Usually, and again, I use that word usually.
Yep.
It's 100% covered because we're both work comp and auto accident certified
Okay.
In the state. So,
Okay.
yes. And Joyce is. And just like, I look at us in business, we talk about that, just like your team. I'm very blessed and good at what I do, and so is Dr. Bud. But as Trump has talked about, I believe he's going to surround himself with a team who knows
Right.
more. And that's why Joyce, does our insurance. We have myotherapists that specialize in that.
Yes.
So, you use an accountant,
Right.
because you don't need, it's part of your team.
Correct.
See, and that's how I see the country being run. But that's, yes, what we do in our office. I'm very
Well,
excited about
what did
that.
you call that, Myo? I call it massages,
yes.
but you have a different.
Myo means muscle.
Okay.
So myotherapy, muscle
But even
therapy.
that service that you offer, it's in conjunction with
It
you
is.
or Dr. Bud. So it's not just here's
Go
the
and
massage
feel good.
person working independently. The doctor and the massage people work together as
That's
a
right.
team for a total wellness result.
And they must have national boards to work in our office. They have to have, it's
Okay.
not just a,
Not just a business license.
yeah,
they have
not
to
just
be
a
board
feel-good
certified.
massage, which is good sometimes, but
Right.
in ours, we use therapeutic massage because we know where the muscles are, what needs to, I can tell her levator scapula, rhomboids, trapezius, this needs to be worked on, and they'll do that versus
Wow. And they know what those words mean.
versus quadratus lumborum or the sartorius,
Okay.
which
Right.
you know. And
Right, I knew that, but I didn't know all them
Yeah,
words.
that's
All right.
Yes, sir.
Anything else in closing?
just very excited about the new year. And remember, the most important asset you have, I don't care what business you're in, is you.
That's right.
And so
take care of you.
Take care of you. It's much easier to do it in a preventative manner
Yes.
than wait till the disease comes on, and then we have to, the horse is out of the gate, 500 miles down the road, we're trying to bring them back.
Right.
So let's intercept it now. We're ready. Just Christmas is coming up. Great gift certificates. I won't go over it now
yeah.
through my office.
Yep.
If there's, if you're looking for something to give somebody, give them the gift of health.
Yes.
Let us talk to them. So we're excited about the new year. Thank you for all you're doing. We appreciate it. And just give us a call, 302-629-4344. Usually, Peninsula Cairo. Yes.
PeninsulaCairoCenter.com.
Yes, sir.
All right, anything else?
Call most any time. As you know, we have people most every day, all the time.
You
that
could
answer.
call and leave a message after hours, and all of a sudden you're getting a call back.
Yeah.
Your team is so accommodating and very rare in the medical profession.
Like you said
You're
about
like
your
in the
team.
people business, not
Yes.
just the medical profession.
That's what separates us. We feel the same thing you said. We have a fabulous team that we want to make it as much as we can. Yesterday was a blessed day, Veterans Day, awesome. We
Oh,
passed
yes,
out
thank you, all
60
the veterans.
flags to all of our patients who came in yesterday.
No
We gave them-
kidding.
that's our little way of starting to make America great again.
Right.
I don't care if you're Democrat, Republican, Independent. Hey, thank you or your family for serving, and thank you as a supporter, being a patriot for those who you supported if you didn't serve.
Right.
So it's not about being in there. So, yes,
All right.
it's just a great thing. We're very excited about the new year.
Good. Well, thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. Have a
Appreciate
great
your
one. We'll talk to
friendship
you all
and
soon.
your support of the show and so on.
Been awesome.
All
Thank
right,
you. Have
Peninsula
a blessed day.
Chiropractic Center, 629-4344. They also have a Facebook page and also on the web at PeninsulaCairoCenter.com. Very good little segment there. I do personally deal with them, and so does Brooks and Brandon and so on and so forth. I want to mention something here, too. Dave Wilson, our friend Dave Wilson, last Saturday I was at the Greenwood Mennonite School auction, and here's a man who donated his time. He worked for 6 hours straight. Didn't leave for food, no bathroom breaks, did nothing but auction off things to raise money for the Greenwood Mennonite School. Gave of his time, his gifts, his talents. He's done it for years. There's an example of a good, hard-working man in our community, and he's also our state representative, just got reelected, and he owns a business called Wilson's Auction, okay? They've been in business over 40 years. They're located right on Route 113 in Lincoln, and today they're having a big auction. They have one every Saturday right there at the facility starting at 10 o'clock, okay? So he has that today. But then also, I was looking on their website, and today in Millsboro, they have a great big off-site auction with all kinds of shop equipment and tools and lawn and garden equipment and furniture and building supplies and so on. That starts at 10 today. So you can go to Lincoln, which goes today and tonight. You can also go to Millsboro. Then tomorrow, that's right, tomorrow they're having their annual fall carriage drive, and auction. I don't know if you've ever seen them. They all get these horses hooked up to carriages. I live out in the country, and they almost go by like a parade. In other words, it's really kind of impressive and neat to see. So if you want to see that or be involved in it, there's more information on their website, because the 13th and the 14th, there is also a big auction. So then there's just a lot going on this weekend. So they've got today in Millsboro and Lincoln. Then they've got the carriage drive tomorrow, and then there's an auction. Also, I think on Monday at 6 o'clock, it looks like, where I could even buy animals if I want to. So anyway, there's just a lot going on. So go to wilsonsauction.com, and then Tuesday night's the auto auction. So anyway, that's Wilson's Auction, 422-3454, 422-3454, wilsonsauction.com. Okay? Serving Delaware for over 40 years, good people. Brandon, everything all right over on your side? It looks like you might have got phone calls. I don't know if you had customers calling you or what's going on.
I was working with the station, getting everything together there, but I will take phone calls.
We'll take phone calls.
Yes.
So Brandon's ready to take one on the air.
Yes.
Give him a call right now.
542-7794.
All right, he's ready for you.
I am
So
ready.
anyway, Brooks is off today. Store's open. A lot going on there. And our website's very active. And I did announce we've got a firm date of no later than the first of the year for the new one, because it's something to brag about. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen parts of it.
Going to be
there's
something, isn't it?
A lot of different characteristics to the website.
Much
ins
easier
and
to
outs.
search.
Yep.
Brooks has done, I mean, when you see it, you're going to say, man, I can see why it's so involved, because Brooks is a real perfectionist, and he wants every word spelled right, every letter capitalized, every picture cropped out and perfect.
Yeah.
He is really taking the time with this thing, and you're going to see it when you see it. I don't know if he's got thousands of hours in it, but
He's got a lot of time.
got,
I've seen him, where he'll go in and he'll put a picture of something, and it doesn't quite line up with the wording underneath of it or something like that. And he
told me, he said he wanted it to be a bragging piece. So
Yeah.
we're going to brag in advance on him. How about that?
Yep.
Here at Weller's, we're getting squared away. We're finding some things that we so if you haven't been in our showroom lately, keep coming in, because we're going through some storage areas and we're finding things that we want to liquidate, and we're kind of bringing it all in the showroom. How about the heaters? Do we have any of them $97 heaters left?
I think we may have a few in there, yeah.
I mean, we had a bunch of them,
We
but
did.
So you don't even know if we have any left.
I'd have to double check, but
Okay,
I'm
he
sure
doesn't
we've
know,
got
folks.
we've got
Call
some.
him on the phone.
We've got some.
We've got some. All right. Well, we had some on sale. I'll tell you about them. But Brandon doesn't know if we have any, so I'm scared we're out of them. But it's a 1,000-watt infrared heater. They work really neat because they heat objects and not air. And I think we have at least one or two left. If we don't, we don't. But I'm just going to tell you about it anyway. I know we had 20 or 30 a week or two ago, but I don't know where we're at today. And Brandon's got me nervous because we do sell a lot of things in 2s and 4s and 5s and 10s.
I did just check the system. We do have some.
We do?
Yes.
All right. Are you sure?
I'm positive.
All right. So now he's positive, okay? So anyway, get one, though, because we could have one now and we might not have one in a couple of days or a couple hours. But it's a 1,000-watt heater. I've got a couple of them in my house, and we move them around from room to room. So that way, if we're going to be in an area and watch TV or a movie or something, we want it real nice and toasty, but we don't want to spend the money to turn on the whole heating system. We use these little infrared heaters. $97. They're kind of neat. If you open the door, you don't lose your heat because they're heating objects and not air. So we have those. Then we have the big Val 6 heaters. They're really neat if you have a repair shop or something like that. They also heat objects. So you say, well, what would they heat? Well, let's say we use one here at Weller's. It warms up the floor. It warms up the trailers, the toolboxes, the benches, everything inside. And then those items continue to radiate heat. They operate on less than a gallon an hour. Think about that on a big scale. So if you have an automotive repair facility or a warehouse or an auction facility or somewhere that you want some heat cheap, if you can operate for less than a gallon an hour, that's some cheap heat. So anyway, what am I talking about? I'm talking about heaters. Where am I talking about? Weller's Utility Trailers, Route 13 in Bridgeville, Delaware. We got trailers and sheds and carports and swing sets, and we have a little bit of everything right down to socks and kayaks and a little bit of everything. What don't we sell, Brandon?
Milk.
Milk.
We don't sell milk.
That's a good point. I never thought of it. Milk, bread. Milk and bread, we should be selling that. That's
We
something
should.
people need almost on a weekly basis.
I'm sure we can find a good deal somewhere.
I'm sure we could, or just get our own
Get some
cows and
cows.
start milking them. Hey, what about this Philadelphia Eagles party pack? Do we have any of them left?
We do have some.
All right, and what are they now? That's 24 plates, 24 cups, 24 forks, and 24 napkins. How much is that? 96 items?
24. Yeah. Close.
That was a good guess anyway, wasn't
Very
it?
good guess.
96 items. For how much? Officially licensed. Great for parties or tailgating or laughing. Is that right?
And fire starters.
And fire starters. So anyway, $12.75 and 3 for $25.
That's a good
That's
deal.
like $8 and something a pack.
Yeah.
All right, so I don't know how we got them, but we're selling them. We got any of them Stanley roll-around toolboxes left?
We sure do.
All right, and they used to be like $130, $140. Got them $89.50, and they come with some tools.
They do. They have a,
They do.
a little toolkit.
So it's a top and bottom toolbox and some tools for $89.50.
Another great deal.
Great deal. Do you happen to know if we have any of them left?
I for sure know we have.
Okay.
those left.
All right, now what about these hitches for $27?
Those things have been flying off the shelf.
$27 for a Class 4 or Class 5 receiver hitch?
That's correct.
All right, any questions? 542-7794. Call Brandon. He doesn't want you to talk to anybody but him.
That's correct.
542-7794. Call him now while we're on break from the radio. Hey, we're going to be live on My Cozy TV and on Facebook Live. Switch over to that. We're going to be back in a minute with the last half an hour of Weller Does Delmarva. All right, everybody. Colin, you want to talk some more about something else, or where are we at on things? The gentleman that's getting ready to talk next is the Colin Walls, just so you know. He's very excited. We've had a busy show this morning, and I got another guest coming up here in a few minutes.
Yeah, he just pulled up.
He
so-
just pulled
Yes,
up.
he's
What do you
here.
want to talk about?
Well, do we want to talk about the show, the
Yes,
Wednesday show?
The show. We have
Just
had a
keep
lot of
hammering
interest.
it.
Hammer it, hammer it, hammer it.
Right.
We're throwing it out there to you if you're watching, if you're listening, and if you say, look, I'm interested in being on a live show. Colin and I will be there. It's called Wednesdays with Walls and Weller. We may change the name.
We almost have to be there.
We
with that
almost
name.
have to be there, the
Right.
two of us. It's Wednesday nights. It's live on Facebook from 7 to 9. And right this minute, we are allowing businesses and different. I forgot to ask Dr. T to be on. We got to get him on.
He mentioned that he would like to be on. He's
He
going to
should.
get up with you.
I'm
So
going to get him to do an adjustment on. Yeah. Ooh,
Wow.
I just thought of that. It's a great idea. Well, we'll see what we decide with him. But anyway, he is a knowledgeable man.
Yeah.
That water thing is critical. I mean, it's amazing. But, you know, if you drink a lot of water, if you don't drink a lot, your skin seems to get
I
itchy
would
and-
absolutely love to hear more about all that.
I didn't know
body
about the water.
pH and all that.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
missing.
Mhm.
Because, you know, I buy a case of water of this brand, then I just get another.
Right.
And I really never stop and study that. But that's worried me a
Yeah.
little bit. Because I'm drinking the water. And I wanna
But you
make
might be
sure-
drinking the wrong water.
Correct. Right. So I'm really doing myself more harm than good. I must as well just be drinking Pepsis. So anyway, what else do we want to talk about the show? So we're throwing it out there. Please, if you're watching, you say, man, I'm scared to death. I'm intimidated. We have fun.
You know,
okay?
what did we talk
It's
about?
very
What
relaxing.
What are we looking for? We need some
Fun.
chairs.
Oh, yes.
We need a chair
Yeah,
sponsor.
a little bit taller, just a little bit. If
So
you-
kind of be barstool height.
Barstool. So
but with
let's
a back.
say you own a business and you sell chairs.
Right.
You figure out what them chairs are worth, and we'll give that to you in some advertising.
Right.
Now, that doesn't even make sense. Yes, it does.
It does. Yeah.
Well, the show's free. So what are we going to
But
do?
advertising on the show is not free.
That's true. Okay. Speaking of advertising, can I hit something real quick?
Yeah.
I'm looking at the TV screen, and
You
guess
are.
what I see?
This right here?
Yeah, another one of our advertisers.
Yeah.
Okay?
You're
So
too far
anyway,
over there.
All right. Another one of our advertisers. All right? Let's see if it comes up. All right. Another one of our advertisers. No
Right.
Nonsense Office Machines. You can buy an ad during our show. Is that on Wednesday nights too? Or is it
Yeah,
gonna be
we can do those
available?
on Wednesday
So
nights.
let's
Yes,
say you've
yes.
got a furniture store. We
Yep.
need some furniture. We need chairs is what we need. Like
Right.
about 4 or 6 of them things.
Yeah, and they need to be kind of barstool height.
Right.
Swivel would be real nice.
Oh, yeah.
With a
Padded
back
would
on
be
it.
even nicer.
Yeah, definitely padding.
And with massage would be even nicer, okay? But beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah.
But we're looking for some furniture for in our studio, and we're willing to possibly barter with you for some advertising.
Right, yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's absolutely right. That's
Absolutely
what we would
right.
like
What
to
else
do.
we need? Food? No.
Food would be great, but
Food would be great. Like, we would love somebody weekly to come and bring us food.
catered event every
Can you
week.
imagine that?
No.
Okay. All right. Too much to imagine.
Right.
All right. What else?
Well, that's about it. Other than,
Right.
hey, we want you to tune the show and we want you to watch 7 to 9 Wednesday
We have
nights.
hundreds of people.
It's a Facebook Live show. This
Yeah, it is.
this is where things are moving. So
Yes.
this and this are becoming the new television.
They are.
And
as soon
it's-
as I
it's
learn how to
amazing.
operate them, I'm going to turn them on.
Right. So we are trying to get ahead of everybody else and have our content
Yep.
on there before everybody else gets to it. So
That's right. So
Yep.
anyway,
We want you to be a
whether
part
you
of
want
it.
to advertise or be on the show, from now to the end of the year, we're giving away half-hour segments,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely free. You will have to, bring your own content, whatever you want to talk about or
Right.
show or tell people about, and you got to be willing to answer questions because we had phone calls last week.
Right. So here's going to be the first
Here's the
question from
catch.
everybody.
All right.
Do you have anybody watching? For sure.
Yeah.
We've got
Just a
hard
few
numbers
hundred
on
at the
this.
moment.
Several hundred.
Yes. What do you
Actually,
call 'em, unique
we're
viewers or
about
something?
5. I think we have over 500 views on it. So
Our first show.
yeah, and so we had. I haven't looked at the numbers recently, but
Okay.
it was 300 to 400 unique viewers. So
And
not
callers.
bad for our first show without advertising, without putting
And
it
what
out
are we
there.
charging people?
We are charging you zero,
Right.
absolutely nothing,
So anyway,
free.
but it's just getting started now.
Right.
Just like this show, 166 shows ago.
Oh, I thought you were going
was
to say
when it all started.
166,000 viewers.
Oh, who knows?
Oh, okay.
Who knows? So anyway, we back on? All right, well, we're going to wrap this up.
All right.
337-7300. Any questions, give me a call.
Wednesday, 7 to 9, Facebook Live.
Okay, and now we're going to get Sean over here, and you are watching and listening to Jim Weller. Weller Does Delmarva. This is a weekly show, and I woke up this morning, and it felt like it was freezing cold outside, and it made me think, man, it's so comforting to just comforting to know that I had my heaters and air conditioners all serviced. I didn't really care about the air conditioning,
Right.
but I cared about the heat. So Sean is with First Class Heating and Air. And how is the heating and air business?
It's going well. Days like
Going
today
well.
are always I guess a reminder of what's to come, right? Because we've had such a great fall so far. It's been mild, but it's been very unique. So I think we're finally getting the taste of what we're going to have. It's
Yeah.
it's nice waking up and being nice and crisp, and I guess it's going to stay cool most of the day today. So, we should take advantage of that. Make sure that the systems are serviced. Like you said, you had that good feeling knowing that everything is
Correct.
serviced, ready
It
to
was
go.
comfort-
So there's no
comfortable.
worries about things breaking down. That's always very important to get that taken care of out of the way. So.
Now, First Class Heating and Air. First of all, you sell and install heating and air conditioning systems. So if you're a person, you're contemplating building a new home, doing some renovations, anything
Right.
like that, or if your system's, I guess the rule of thumb is more than 10 years old, it's worth
Yeah,
taking
typically,
a glance.
yeah. I mean, most systems around here do last quite a while. 12 to 15 years is a very common life
So
on
16 is
there.
a record.
But no, I've seen some older ones.
Okay.
I've seen some ones that have failed before that. It all depends on how they were installed originally.
And it didn't have a lot to do with how they're maintained.
Absolutely, yeah. Just like anything else. I
Cleaning
mean,
the filters.
right? Yeah, just general maintenance on a system will ensure that it will last longer. You catch the problems before they become catastrophic problems.
Yes.
Which is a big part of that. Making sure that they're also operating, to specs where they're supposed to be. If they're a little bit dirty or restricted airflow, they're going to run harder. They're going to use more electric and more energy.
Mm-hmm.
If the burners in a furnace are dirty, they can soot up and cause more problems and cause failures to heat exchangers, which
Could
could
they
be
even
detrimental.
cause some carbon monoxide?
Absolutely,
problems?
yeah. And if you have a failed heat exchanger and it cracks, you can get carbon monoxide in the house, and that's a very deadly problem.
I would say, so.
We have to be very careful. So just having it maintained, having it checked. Service techs can get in there and take a look at the heat exchangers. They have cameras. They have to, if they get in and see if there's any cracks in there. They
really?
can go through everything just about it and make sure that nothing is going to be a problem and nothing is that serious. If you're going through a lot of gas and going through a lot of oil, if it's not burning as clean as it should, those things will cost you a lot of money, but they also will foul up equipment. So it's just like any other mechanical device. These systems run. We always preach this. They run 300 plus days a year,
Yeah.
and even more so now because the temperatures are so different. I mean, a few weeks ago we were going between air conditioning and heat in the same week, and
That's true.
almost in the same day, and
Switching
so
gears.
it's they have a lot of strain on the systems, and it's not like we have seasons where the systems are off for a month solid and then something comes back on. So Plus the the air quality of outside, especially this time of year. There's a lot of field work going on, a lot of dust in the air. People don't want to have their windows and doors open, so they're keeping their houses sealed up, and that will make the systems run a little bit more, and the filters get a little dirtier this time of year and things like that. So always good time to, especially around season change and all that, just to make sure they're serviced, make sure they're clean. Does not have to be absolutely serviced before you turn on the heat or turn on the air conditioning. Every 6 months or so, just have them checked out.
Is that how it works? Like if you have a heater and air conditioner, you buy a service agreement. Do you know the price, or you don't like to quote prices?
I don't know. I know they're different on there. They're usually right around in the $200 range for the year for the full service.
We'll just say 200 or $225 or whatever, but that would be for 2 services.
Correct. Yeah, that gives you 2 visits. It'll give you
Well,
priority.
Is it normally a trip out?
It's an $89 service charge to for diagnosis. And then take a look at that. But yeah, so if you have it serviced, you get the 2 visits with that. You'll get priority, maintenance. You'll get priority service if something does happen. You'll get 15% off any kind of repair that needs to be done,
Really?
plus anything else we do. So plumbing, home performance, anything else is done underneath the scope of the house. They can take a look at, and you'll get a discount on those as well. So it's a benefit just to have that.
So there's a lot of things besides just coming out. You get the priority service. Right. That's comforting again. I mean, There's nothing worse, and I want to say this, before I got hooked up with First Class Heating and Air, I dealt with some different people that were smaller companies, and I will be honest with you, nothing worse than you call at 7:30 or 8 o'clock in the morning and you leave a message on a voicemail. And you just wonder all day long.
Right.
Or did they get my
get
message?
Right.
And when they get it, are they going to be dead dog tired? Are they going to be staffed well enough to be able to come and take care of my needs? Now, that's just me. Mine are usually either rental houses, my house, or a business. So it matters to me.
Absolutely.
When I call First Class, I get a human being.
Right. Yes, every time. Even if in the middle of the night, you'll talk to somebody.
I'm like, and then they say, well, what is it? And is this top priority, low priority? In other words, and they always take such... I just like it.
Yep.
So it's the name is First Class, but the service I've personally received time and time again has always been of a first class nature,
right.
And I thank you for that.
Well, we thank you for your business.
It sounds like you've been doing it for 40 years.
Yeah, they have been. It's been a very busy, big area. They've been doing for quite a while. Absolutely. And we cover a tremendous territory, but it's still a local based company. You have a very good, comfortable feel. A lot of the service techs that go out to the same houses over and over again, that customers request certain service techs. They know them by first name. They're very comfortable with them. They'll ask about family members. They'll ask about what the kids are in sports and all that. So it's a very family-based company. Absolutely. It's a
you
great
employ
thing.
Local people. I like that your vehicles are always lettered.
Oh,
I went by a friend of mine's house the other day, and I saw the trucks out there. And then on my way home that night, I noticed the thing outside. You must have put a new ductless system in.
Okay. Yep.
And I'm like, wow, he got one of them. In other words, so I was glad because he had asked me about the company and so
Perfect.
on. And so I said, if you have any trouble, you call me.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll tell him about it. So we're talking heating and air. We're talking plumbing, home performance, different things. In other words, so been serving the community 40 years. You do some work in Newcastle County
absolutely.
also? Dover, too?
Oh, yeah. We go all the way up to the Pennsylvania line.
Okay.
We go all the way down to the Virginia line. And basically everything in between. So we have, out in even the western part of the peninsula over towards the Bay Bridge area, all the way up through into northeast Maryland, down to basically just before the Virginia line down south, all the way through the beaches. So we cover a big territory.
Fully
absolutely.
Licensed, fully insured.
And that's very
people
important.
Are in uniforms.
Absolutely, and that's one thing you said is very important. There are a lot of different towns. There are a lot of different areas that have specific licenses as well. You have to have a license to be in business in all of those towns too. So if you're doing an installation in Bethany, for instance, you have to have a Town of Bethany license on there. Ocean View has one, all the way up through. So there are a lot of companies that may have a master license in the state, but they may not be licensed specifically in those area. And believe me, if you don't have the permits and you don't have that thing taken care of, it can be a headache. And so just because
it can hold things out.
Oh, absolutely. And when you're down and you have no air conditioning or you have no heat, and you have a good price for a system that comes in there and they do that, and then
but the guy's not allowed back in town.
Yeah, if he gets shut down or if the job stops in the middle of it, they say they have the system halfway ripped out. and the system stops or the installation stops, you may be a day or so getting that back up. So you want to make sure that you do check into the companies that you're dealing with and research them. And there are a ton of heating and air companies out there.
And they may be licensed one time, but not the next time.
Exactly, and that's the thing. And there are a ton of very good heating and air conditioning companies out there.
There are.
There are some that are not as good. So just be careful what you do. Make sure you just research
a vehicle
them.
being lettered versus not lettered might be a dead giveaway.
That's a big part of that too.
I hate to say that,
well, if you're proud of your business and you want to advertise your business and everything else, you should have all your numbers. You should have all your information on the sides of the vehicles. You should have lettered or uniforms that state who you are. You should have background check and be confident that the people that you're sending in your house or sending in the house are capable of being in there.
And that you
safe
know
to be
who
in
they
there.
are
Absolutely.
and you know what their background is.
Correct. Yeah.
I like
So,
all that stuff.
yeah.
In other words, again, the name First Class. In
Yeah.
other words, but those are little things I don't think people think of. I think people get so hung up on the price, and
Yeah.
they, and you know what I tell people when somebody says I found something cheaper than you.
Mm-hmm.
I say, look, I got no problem with somebody that's less than me. They already know what they're worth.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? In other words, you got to ask them why they're less.
Right.
Because something's usually missing, and you just don't know it till you need it.
Exactly right. And there's price and there's value, and
Right.
you always get, with a good value, things are going to cost a little bit more, but you're also getting more out of that.
Right.
Prices, we always hear that. Well, I can. My favorite thing is ductless units. I can buy those online. Absolutely, I can buy them online. You're not going to
Right.
get a warranty with it.
Correct.
And then when you have it, you have to have somebody install it for you because they're, it's not an easy thing to install. To be honest with you, there are a lot of important details on there. But there's a lot of that. We are capable of having financing options. We have rebates through the manufacturers. We deal a lot with manufacturers that they have different rebates this time of year. Energize Delaware, we're a big part of that program where we can give extra money back that other companies don't have the advantage of taking. So
Because they're not all in that program.
They're not in that program. So you have companies or systems that maybe you have three quotes for the same piece of equipment. Yet we can get you an extra $2,200 back because we're part of Energize Delaware. We're the other one. That's a big money check. That's back right directly to you. It's not a rebate or incentive or tax credit. That's a check that's cut right back to you. So,
But it's
very
not
important.
everybody offers that.
No,
Because they have to be eligible and qualified to be in the program.
Absolutely. Yep. You have to be part of that system. So,
All right, what number are you giving out these days?
934-8900 is still the best number to reach us on. Anywhere in the state. There are other specific areas. Check your phone book. Check the website. We have a ton of different marketing out there, so anytime you see us on there, see the number that's closest to you, give that a call. It'll all be dispatched out correctly and get you right to where you need to be.
Website.
FirstClassHVAC.com. It's all spelled out. Plenty of information on there. There's financing information on there.
right.
All the equipment
Testimonials
brands,
and so on.
testimonials. Yep, absolutely. So,
And
neat.
Facebook, of course. Look them up there.
Absolutely. Yep. And all
Anything
the
else?
social media. No, just make sure you take advantage of those, this time of year for changing everything out, getting those rebates in place. Like any other rebate programs, they do end.
Yeah.
So,
Stay on them.
a lot of them do end at the end of the year. So, in order, if you're kind of on the edge of whether you need to replace now or not, it's always a good advantage and a good time to do it because you're going to get some extra money out of there that may not be
And
available.
there may be some creative financing that makes
Absolutely.
it all worthwhile.
Yep.
All right,
Yep.
Sean, thanks a lot.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, have a good
great
weekend.
day.
I'll see
Take
you.
care.
All right, Sean, First Class Heating and Air. All right, Brandon, I need to know, have I missed anything? I know we got a lot going on. Wilson's auction got me all excited also, too. I love a good auction, and they got a lot of stuff going on. But Dr. T was interesting, and Sean, I really do find a lot of peace and comfort in dealing with them. I know when I pick up the phone and call, I get a human being, and I know when they say they're going to be there, they are. So I like all of that stuff. But Brandon Ritter, you tell me, have I missed anything?
Well, I don't know if you want to mention our Facebook
Pages?
page.
Why don't
yeah.
you do that real quick?
Well, you got, of course, Weller's does Delmarva. You have Weller's Utility Trailers. We have Jim Weller, the one from Delaware.
Yes.
Weller Sheds and Carports.
That's the
And
one you kind of specialize in.
That's correct. Yeah, it's a lot of information on our sheds and our carports and stuff. And then we have Delaware Low Digit Surf Tags.
Yep, that has been pretty active here lately.
It has.
Yep.
So,
So,
just make
all
sure
right.
you
So those
go
are
and
all
like 'em all.
Facebook pages
Yep.
that we would love, and then we'll take care of you.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll send you all the information you need to know
Yeah, we
on a
have
regular basis.
Plenty.
Sign up and receive the posts.
There you go. There's a lot of ways for you to get a hold of us there. So,
Okay. Have I missed anybody?
you have no nonsense.
I got them, but other than that,
Other than that,
Anybody
you-
left?
Me,
You? Oh, you're going to talk to me a little bit?
of course.
All right, let me talk about No Nonsense real quick, though, if I could.
Okay.
We had him on our new show Wednesday night, and I have to be honest with you. He mentioned something I had not. Let me say who I'm talking about. It's Rick Fowler from No Nonsense Office Machines in Georgetown. He's been my copier guy for years, but he sells us computers and printers and monitors and everything in between. But something that he offers that I really was amazed is for about $100 a year, you can buy an agreement with him to where you can call him pretty much any time with a question. So many people, they buy product online or they buy it here or there, and then when they have a problem, they got nowhere to turn. I mean, the online buying has really dramatically changed. People used to think it was the place to go, but more and more people are realizing there's zero service, and service now is so rare. Rick Fowler, man, that dude is a wealth of information. If you buy a computer or a piece of electronic equipment and you have a question, he can almost walk you through it over the phone. He's amazing. But he has a store in Georgetown, which you can go there and do business with him right in person. It's 2 miles east of the Circle, right there by the Sports at the Beach complex. But he sells copiers. He sells computers and fax machines and gaming systems. That's a big thing. Tablets, laptops, printers, and, of course, I said it once, but again, copiers. So if you have something you need worked on, he does that. If you want to buy something, he can help you with that. He can walk you through things over the phone. But that $100 a year, it's like getting a lawyer on retainer. You can call him anytime. This is what Rick offers. I didn't even know anything about it. So you could call him with any kind of computer or copier or anything related question for just $100 a year. I mean, that's less than $10 a month. So I didn't even know that existed. But anyway, maybe I wasn't supposed to push that too much. But, man, we had a caller on the show. Rick was walking the guy right through it, and they were talking back and forth. And it was just really nice to hear him. And he speaks clear, plain English, so you can understand what he's saying. He's a good Sussex Countian. His name is Rick Fowler. His company is called No Nonsense Office Machines. I've dealt with him. You'll like him. You give him a call, 856-7381, 856-7381. You got a piece of equipment. It isn't working just right. You need it tuned up, cleaned out, serviced, or if you want to trade it in, maybe he'll take a trade in. I don't know. But anyway, he sells, he services, he stands behind what he does. I cannot say anymore because I'm out of time. But it's 856-7381, No Nonsense Office Machines. Look him up on Facebook also. Brandon Ritter, it is officially your turn.
My turn.
Talk to me about something exciting.
Something
Calendars?
exciting. But everything here at Weller's is exciting. Yes, absolutely. Calendars.
Do we give away many calendars?
We do.
For real?
For real.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. A
Now,
lot of people love them.
Weather's changing. We
It
talked
is.
about trailers, and everybody knows they're on sale. No big deal, right?
Right.
Okay. We got a lot of used trailers out there, too, don't we?
We do.
Okay. But let's talk about getting things out of the weather. Are shed sales stronger in the summer or the winter?
Well, it kind of fluctuates. It's very strong through the summer, but going into the winter, it does increase because people are wanting to get their stuff out of the weather.
Okay.
So, sheds and carports kind of pick up during that time frame, because we got snow coming, freezing weather, ice,
rain,
all
so on
that
and
kind
so
of
forth.
stuff. So,
And just security-wise.
yes.
Okay. Tell me this, though. Do we have still a lot in stock, or is our stock dwindling, or where are we at on that?
We still have quite a bit in stock. Through the summer, we had a large inventory, and just through just sheer great business, we've sold a lot of that inventory.
We've sold almost twice as many sheds as last year.
We have hit the twice mark.
Wow.
Yeah.
So thank you,
Yeah.
because we've had people buy more than one shed also.
Right.
So what do we have that's so unique? Why would somebody buy a shed from us?
What-
I go up and down the road, and there's plenty of them everywhere.
It's a combination of a lot of aspects. One, the sheds that we sell are legitimately Amish build sheds. They come from Lancaster, PA.
And the entire team is all Amish.
The entire team is all
And the
Amish.
reason you say that is because some people employ one Amish man in the
Right.
building, but the workmanship and so on is not quite the same.
Quite the same, correct.
Okay.
So this is all Amish, and
When they're
they-
delivered, part of the family is
come down with
included with the not that you have to keep part of the family,
Right.
Meaning, but people from the company that owns some of the equipment that delivers it, or they own all the equipment that
Right.
delivers it, and they are on the scene. That seems to be a big thing. But just real quickly, is there anything unique out here? In other words, they're Amish-made sheds, okay? All right, but is there anything, a real interesting shed? Is there anything different? Are they
We've
all
got-
just plain Jane
No.
with two doors
We've got a lot
and a
of
roof?
different varieties and can do a lot of different things. We've got a shed that's called a New England out there. It's really, really like an old English type home look.
Oh, really?
You can put stone fronts on them. You can add windows. You can put windows and doors, change the doors up, do all kinds of things. Had a customer last week that kind of explained to me what he wanted to do, but wasn't sure what shed he should get. And he ended up getting what's called a Dutchman, which is a barn-style roof with the 6.5-foot wall.
Oh, really?
So it allowed a lot of
He wanted some
storage
height.
height. Yeah.
Because you can get a loft in these, too,
You
right?
can, yep.
Right.
You can get lofts, you can get workbenches. We've even had them made with foldable workbenches, so something
Oh,
you
really?
can fold
them
up.
out of the way?
Yep. You fold up when you're using it, fold it down when you got to pull something in,
That's
or
kind of nice, isn't it?
something like that. So there's a lot of customizable options.
You can
for
also
these
get them with
things.
vinyl.
You can get them with vinyl.
Can you get them like if you're in a homeowner situation and it has to have a certain roof pitch or style or different color shingles or something like that?
Yep, you can do that. I even had a gentleman a few months ago where he was storing his lawnmower and he was very adamant about wanting to make sure the floor would hold up.
Absolutely.
And, of course, having background in construction, I told him the 16-inch on-center framing would hold up to what he was doing, but he just wanted that extra security, and the shed company went to the extent of doubling up every single joist in the floor.
Okay.
So they do all kinds of things to suit whatever needs
Everything
you
seems
have.
unbelievably affordable.
Yeah, yep.
You can
And that's
get
one of the
different
other
windows
aspects.
and different style doors, and you can get them. We even have like garages, right? Like
Yep.
a single car garage or a double car garage, and
Yep.
all these again delivered and set up pretty much wherever you are.
Correct.
You mentioned swing sets early on. We also have the vinyl Amish-made swing sets
Yes,
too.
we do.
Now, what about dog kennels? Do we sell many of them?
We actually do sell quite a few dog kennels.
Okay. We
yeah,
sell more chicken coops than dog kennels, don't we?
We do. Yeah.
That's amazing, isn't it?
A lot of people trying to get into
But there's-
raising their own chickens.
And there's different options in chicken coops.
There is,
and we have them.
and we have them in stock. We have some that you can look at. You can get bigger ones. I think the one that we sell in stock are 4x6s, but they go up to 6x10.
Okay.
Customizable colors there. Same thing with the dog kennels. We can do a whole bunch of different things with them. We can insulate inside the enclosure part where they walk in.
Okay.
We can put all vinyl in there. That way it's easy to clean up.
Playhouses we advertise.
Playhouses,
It's like for kids to play in?
pretty much, yeah. It's just
Really?
like a
Like-
miniature house. Yeah.
Okay.
So all of this again is completely customizable.
Delivery?
Delivery is free.
Okay.
We got free local delivery.
All right.
I know the family personally. They have a lot of heart and passion.
And we've dealt with
behind
them
what
for
they do.
years now.
We have.
Yep. So
We have.
what? And the only other thing is, and it's not really a sales pitch. It's just a fact, and it's the way we design it. We run about 10% less than everybody else.
It's about the average, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's 7, and sometimes it's 12, but we on an average run about 10% less. Now that may change after the first of the year, but for right now, we need to encourage people to get on in here. There could be a price increase.
Right.
And right now we got the deal. We got the sheds, and we'd love to sell you one.
And that's really what sets us apart. The combination of the price, the customizable options, the service behind it. It just makes for a complete package for the
And
person
we will
that's
spend
buying
time
it.
with you. We don't just stand in the building and say, "Oh yeah, they're over there. Go take
Absolutely.
a look."
I've
We
sat
go
down
out with them.
with an hour with somebody who
Right.
was from Baltimore, and it had to match their house, and he had certain things that he had to do to the building to make it work for him. And I'm here to be able to help you get into the shed that you need. But same
Right
thing with
price.
trailers, same thing with swing sets. I mean, all that's something
Again,
we
because
really
that's all
pride
we
on.
can control.
Right.
All we can control is how we wait on you, the level of service we give you. All the rest is product.
Correct.
So that's what we really strive here at Weller's. We've got 5 people in sales. So we're here. We're very knowledgeable. Been in business 42 years. We got the product. We got the price. We got the will and desire to do a good job for you. All we need is the opportunity to meet you, greet you. 337-8228 is the
Yep.
store number. Wellers.com on the web. Like us on Facebook. Wellers Utility Trailers there. And other than that, we're here. We're open. The store is open. You'll be in sales in about 15 minutes.
That's
and,
correct.
Got a lot of stuff going on.
We're ready
All
for
right,
you.
Colin, I want to get a real quick word with you. Colin Walls and I are, promoting a show that we're doing on Wednesday nights, Wednesdays with Walls and Weller.
Right.
And we just want to say, truthfully and honestly, if you're listening or watching and you want to be on the show, it is truly free.
Right.
No charge, no catch, no gimmicks.
Yep, you can find it on Facebook Live. Just go to Jim's page. We're going to create its own page soon, but we'll just stream it right through your page, or you'll share it.
I think that's
between
easiest.
now.
You know,
Right
phone
now,
number is
right.
going to be 337-7300, and that's if
It's a
you wanna
call-in show.
contact me. Right, it's a call-in show. Right, in other words, so if you want to talk about anything, feel free to give us a call. But write that number down. Maybe program it in your phone. Just put Jim Weller 337-7300. But if you're watching and listening and you want to be on, you have an idea. We'll take ideas.
Right.
Any input. Any suggestions? My email is jim@wellers.com. Of course, you could send me a message on Facebook and so on. So it's Wednesday nights. Wednesday nights. Make plans to tune it in. And I guess if you can't watch it live, watch it later.
That's right, yeah, because it is
Lord,
saved
so-
on Facebook Live. It's video and audio. It's kind of
Yep.
in a radio studio.
Yep.
But, yeah, so 7 to 9 p.m. every Wednesday night.
Every Wednesday night. Thank you, Fran. Thank you for the Delaware 105.9 audience. And we're going to finish up on My Cozy TV here. So anyway, we're just about out of time. We got to spend a little time with Bob Bachman, Bobby B, cool Bobby B, at the Return Day Parade. He was one of the judges with us, and he is the owner-operator of WRDE and
Right.
My Cozy TV. So we spent some time with him. We got to get him on our show again, too. But anyway, he's always a lot of information. But thank you to the audience for watching the show. Weller Does Delmarva, a weekly show, and we'll take good care of you. Is there anything else, Colin?
Just make sure you tune in this new show. It's going to be something
Wednesday
totally
nights.
different than this.
Yes.
You know, this is kind of advertising and lots
Yeah,
of different
me
things.
endorsing my friends.
Right. The
Right.
other is going to be, really about you.
Yeah,
So
it
get
is
up with
about
us.
you.
We want to make it all about you.
Yes, so 337-7300 if you have a question. Jim@wellers.com if you want to email me or just check me out on Facebook. But Wednesday nights, we invite you. We want to come right into your work environment, your home, or wherever you're at. So anyway, have a good weekend. God bless you. Be careful. Be kind. Goodbye.